look at you, man.
What's going on, Todd?
Hold on, you got a different background. What's going on with this?
I do. A little different. We're it's our new show. It's not top 10 anymore,
It's the new show.
It's our new show.
Oh,
it's our new show. So hey,
there's no list.
There's no list tonight. So Elysian wants to know, is rock on still a thing? Well, look,
I mean,
some things can't die. In fact, they just happen to be perfect for our new venue. So yeah, we can.
And let's see we'll get into this because I think we actually need a proper introduction. I'm surprised that we didn't start with, this is Glam and Drams. It's a new show for us.
New show.
We're very excited because it's going to be about beer, bourbon, and rock and roll, the three things that we love the most in this world besides our wives and our family. I'll put that in there.
I love it when you go. Yeah, I love it when you do that.
But, we'll explain what this is going to evolve into. We have a vision. You might have some words that might help us understand where we're trying to go, Andy. Is that true?
I do. So, I've never done this before to everybody. And
let's put you
I feel like it's time for me to do this. So
that's me. It's not me. Wrong one. Put it on you, dang it.
we love beer. We love bourbon. But we also love rock and roll. So tonight, I'm going to read you a little story. Yes, I am. So this book right here, which I highly recommend you all grab, it's called Nothing But a Good Time. Okay. Now, this won't take long. You're going to have to indulge me because it's our show anyway, right? So there is an intro that describes this feeling, this aura of glam, so to speak, from Corey Taylor. A lot of people remember Corey Taylor from Slipknot. He's about our age, Todd.
That's crazy.
So
that's old. That's really old.
Give you some words as to why this is so near and dear to our heart. And this is an intro of a fantastic book, by the way.
There you go.
Forward of Nothing But a Good Time by Corey Taylor. I remember it like it was yesterday. Hanging out in the living room, doing whatever 10-year-olds did in the 80s, MTV on in the background. It was my go-to when after-school cartoons were over. I was accustomed to the usual Michael Jackson, Dire Straits, so I wasn't really paying much attention. And then suddenly, something incredibly different, dangerous, came on the screen and made me stop everything I was doing. Mm-hmm. Playing, goofing around, also being 10 years old, I had to stop. A bolt of lightning hit me, and I was never the same again. The bolt of lightning was The Looks That Kill by Motley Crue.
Oh, yes.
From there, I never looked back. Sure, I was a fan of hardcore and punk and thrash and ska and hip-hop and everything else, but I've always been a massive 80s rock fan. Whatever people have tried to call it, glam metal, hair metal, butt rock, a host of other degenerating names, one thing remains consistent. The songs were, I can't say it on the show, bleeping good. From the edginess of Crue and Guns N' Roses to the pop sensibility of Poison and Faster Pussycat to the bluesy vibes of Cinderella, Todd, for you, Kicks and Tesla.
Get out of here.
And to the gutter melodies of LA Guns and Wasp, to the punch to the gut of Skid Row and Van Halen, to obscure bands like Vain and Life, Sex, and Death. There was something for everyone, all wrapped in leather, spandex, and silk scarves. Now, there were the forefathers like Aerosmith, Leppard, Rose Tattoo. The first were Quiet Riot and Rat to take over with Def Leppard and Whitesnake, and the international influences like White Lion, Europe, Loudness, and the Sleaze Bees. It was a world of huge choruses, sexual tension, and it gave you the feeling that life after childhood did not have to suck as bad as it seemed to suck for our parents. It was music that gave you a vision of excitement and a need for release. Every dude wanted to be cool. Every girl wanted to be hot. It was the utter age of utter abandon. We were alive in the streets. No better place to be. And yes, today, these would be considered sexist, offensive, tasteless, Neanderthal, misogynistic, expletives, aggressive, based entirely in fantasy, but that was the point. It was supposed to be beyond the realms of this gray, boring, concrete life. It was supposed to be a place where you dreamed about what was ultimately unobtainable. It was supposed to piss off Vanilla Brigade. It was supposed to make people mad who were passe and regular, who wanted to be like that. So for every mega chorus, there was junk food. Every guitar riff you wanted mental. Every ending made you wish the song was longer. In a way, every song was a metaphor for every good time we had, clinging to that feeling and wishing it would stretch on forever. That's why we rewind those tunes and sing them again and again. I watch those videos and listen to those albums now, And I'm still transported to a time when you could be a force of nature, a freak in a denim jacket, and it was okay. It was my time. It was our time. It was a time where music made you feel alive. And there was always more than a number one of a streaming list. It was a rush in your pulse. That, Todd, is why we love Glam and Drams.
So people are asking, is this story time with Andy, or what is Andy reading? Andy, tell again what you just read.
That is for Tom Boujour and Richard Beinstock's Nothing But a Good Time. This is a thick old 538-page story of oh my God, Mooscow's reading the same book. That's hysterical. Oh, so this is actually prompted us to do this, because we absolutely love all things glam and all things dram. We put them together. So, Todd, should we do an official welcome to Glam and Drams?
I mean, I think it's apropos. Sure, of course.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
do it.
Are you ready for Glam and Drams?
Are you ready? What?
I got something to say.
I love that. I love that. That's our new intro, guys.
That's it, man.
There's so much going on there. that is amazing. I loved every minute of that. I want to see it again.
And I got to tell you, this is what I love about this topic. So, you know what? There was a time, and Todd, you remember this. We're in high school.
Yeah.
Just as hair metal is dying and grunge is taking over. And I got to tell you, there was some people that would give me a hard time when I couldn't let go. I had to go into country music and stuff like that, because I was like, I just can't get into this. This is just not my thing. I absolutely love this style of music, because it was exactly what Corey Taylor says. It makes you feel good. It was like, it was nothing but a good time. It was kind of carefree. Agreed. But now the funniest part is people who are our age are also into whiskey. They're also into, thank you all. I appreciate that. They're also into bourbon. They're into beer. They're into like craft beer. So all these things we're going to have together. So we're going to do musical topics, and not just glam, but we're going to do musical topics. But that's our forte. We're going to do, we're going to have distilleries on. We're going to have breweries on. We're going to do all kinds of just amazing things.
Melding them together.
Beer, bourbon, rock and roll. And I think because we love it so much, it's going to be a little bit more authentic. It's going to feel like us. We were so excited to do top 10 for so long, but this is making us happy. This is like, this is a journey that we'll get to grow. And I was thinking, all those little things, those little clips and stuff like that I have to almost start over again, because we actually can't do the exact same format. It's kind of weird how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I like the fact that we're going to grow slowly again with this. You guys get to grow with us. You grew with us the first time.
And I think
grow with us again. I think that's going to be fun. So
right. And so great. The beauty of this also is it is called Glam and Drams, but we are going to cover all music. And the B lady just said she loves Little Tex. I could see there being instances where we infuse some type of country. I don't know what it is, but there'll be something that's into it. It's going to be a mold of everything. So it'll go hand in hand with maybe what we're drinking, right? I don't know if there's a whiskey that goes. So we're going to basically try to bring these two worlds together. Well, three worlds: beer, bourbon, and whiskey. You'll have that every episode. We're going to have that. Whereas before we were maybe just about this list, maybe we might have drank something or here. There's going to be a little bit of cohesion behind everything. That I think is going to be fun. And as things roll out, we'll spotlight them. So I am super excited to get back to us. It's sort of what we're about. And stick around. All I have to say, like, next week is going to be pretty awesome. That's all I have to say. There's a scroll going there.
It's going to be fun. We're excited. I think it's going to be great. But we are keeping a few things from the old format. So not everything's going away.
That's true.
And one of those things is, of course, we want to tell you all what's on tap.
That's very sweet, B lady.
That's awesome.
But we care for it way too much just to come out here and do nothing. So
Todd knows I'd go crazy if there wasn't something for me to sink my.
I could just drink whiskey and beer and
Todd will sit here and drink it all night.
I will.
Like, can I have something? But that's all right. That's
all good.
That's what makes us a good pair.
What's up,
right?
Joseph Grohl? Good to see you, brother. We'll get some whiskey very soon as well.
Very cool. So on tap tonight, we got some really fun stuff. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start off with what I think is if you guys checked out our Instagram, we did post a look at that. Todd, I'm going to put this on there. So this is part awesome, part makes me sad.
Look at this beer.
So
look at this beer.
That is the Elysian Def Leppard Pale. Now we have covered this before, but I got to tell you.
Look at this.
This is no longer available in cans, and the bottles were only released in Washington State, I believe, as they were gearing up for the stadium tour, which got postponed twice.
We don't know that for a fact.
I'm speculating on that, but
it was only released from their brew house out in Washington, and we were lucky enough to have a relationship with them. We are huge Def Leppard fans. Those are Nat, sorry. Reached out, said, "Hey, could you?" This was probably 6 months ago, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
And we just didn't find the right. We still have plans for it, but we were waiting for this episode to kind of unveil it, do a review of it, and give you guys one, which is the cool thing. Somebody tonight, this is going to be part of the ticketed event.
We're giving one away, and
we're giving one of these away.
A few of these, and I got to tell you, the fact that one's even leaving is actually making my heart
Andy
sad.
Giving this up.
I'm drinking one. We're giving one away. Todd saying one's like, there's only a couple left. It's actually killing me. I'm like, this is painful, but you know what? We're going to do it, right?
You have no idea how much it takes for Andy to give one of these away. The fact that he lets me drink them is something else. But so this is not the only. So we're going to actually, Andy, I'm dying. It's cold. I really want to try this. So what this beer is, it's an English ale, right? With sort of Pacific Northwest hops. It's
telling me that we're going to do this, but that's all right.
It's combining the Pacific Northwest, the great hops that come from there, and the English malts that are traditional in a sort of English ale. It's got a little bit of hop bite, but don't like Jimmy, who's not a big hop fan, won't be scared of this beer. By the way, if Jimmy won this, I don't know if you would ever even open it, Jimmy. This would be perfect on that little thing that you sit behind. It has all those knickknacks behind you. I mean, it's Def Leppard. It's your favorite band of all. How could you not want a beer like this, right? So this will be part of the ticket to giveaway. So every super chat gets an entry into it. We've already got some. And then the other part of the super chat is, and the other part of the show tonight is, we're going to be going over bands that what would we pay to see certain bands? So think about it. And I mentioned this in the Friday member giveaway, and we'll get to that in a second. Tonight's topic for music is going to be mainly about bands that you want to bring back to see live. And maybe you can't see them anymore, whether it's a member's died, they've broken up, or they just don't play anymore. They're done. They're too old. There's so many bands out there that I missed. Andy, we both missed just in our genre because we were later on into the game, right? I can't wait to talk about it. We all have that, like, oh God, I miss seeing this artist. It doesn't even have to be glam. It doesn't have to be rock. It could be anything.
Well, yeah, and that's a fun thing. Like living, dead, like you said, no matter if they're obscure or whatever, it's like this is some fun stuff. And you guys, we're going to open the floor up eventually tonight and just say, hey, what either brings back those memories or man, do you wish you could see this one person live, whatever. But this is gonna be fun, Todd. You know what? I'm gonna try and do a share screen here for a second.
Yeah.
See, this is when things go off the rails, right?
All right.
But
what's wrong? I can't open it yet.
No, hold on. You can. I'm gonna put it on you to make sure I don't screw this up. Hold on. Go ahead.
Beautiful. Well, you're not putting it on me, but okay. You're not putting it on me.
Oh, I didn't. There you go. No.
I don't know what you're doing.
No. See, this was the first.
What are you doing?
Jitters, right?
All right. Hey, there. Now tell me. So I'm gonna pop it, guys. This will be part of. You'll get one of these. Def Leppard Pale Ales. It's an English ale, but really the bottle is what you want here. You can't get this anywhere. It's got Def Leppard on it. Are you kidding me? Hey, there's Dickie. Andy, let's get a rock on for Dickie as I pop the top of this Elysian Def Leppard Pale Ale.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. All right. There's a little smoke on it. These are about 6 months old. Oh, look at that. Look at this beauty. And your 21090 pint glass. You can get that on our Teespring store. Available now. There you go. All right, so there you have it. It's pretty standard English ale, right? I don't know what malts they use. We used to know that, but I can't remember anymore. I know they use Pacific Northwest hops. Beautiful. It smells like beer. It smells like an English beer. And what are you showing there, buddy?
Do you remember this? I got to see if you remember this or not.
I don't know what you're doing. Are you showing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going on the fly here, bud. But I think I can make this work.
Way to do it on our first. Hey, by the way, Dickie gave us
remember this?
Oh yeah, I do. There's no sound, buddy.
Oh, really?
Oh, there it is. I got it. Yep.
Here's a blast from the past.
So we reviewed Hysteria and drank Elysian beer. So if you want to see what this
one
is,
of our labor of love videos was we
I will tell you.
Blank. It did just go blank.
I don't know. Not a big deal.
Whatever.
Not a big deal.
So we
Watch
actually reviewed this one. And I'll tell you, we had a blast. It's still playing, isn't
it? It sure is. What are you doing here, Andy?
I'll get it done. Don't worry. We're good.
There it is. All right. Hey, anyway, back to the beer. Have you cracked it or are you not drinking? You're not drinking?
I was trying to do that, and this is what happens. I should never go off script. See, this is why I can't do things off script.
Dickie gave us a $5 super chat. I wanted to do a rock on for him, but that's okay. We don't have to do it for Dickie. I mean, I'm hoping.
Well, of course, we got to do it for Dickie. Yeah,
so anyway,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's do a rock on for him. I'll crack my.
So that's part of what we're doing tonight. Is we're going to be talking about our favorite bands that we want to see live. What will we pay to bring them back? Like how much money? But the other part, the bourbon part of this, which I'm super excited about. Not that I'm excited about anything else, the pale ale, the Def Leppard pale ale, or the topic of tonight's stream. But we're doing a blind 6 bourbon blind taste test. 3 for Andy, 3 for me. I gave Andy 3 blind. He gave me 3. We know nothing about these whiskeys. Absolutely nothing. And basically, we're going to smell, taste them, and from that, tell you what we would pay just on that.
Yep.
No, not even knowing what type it is, what the hype.
This is where we can fool each other, throw out a $40 and say it's $200 or vice versa, which is
correct.
Great. So that'll be fun, you guys. And then we'll show you guys what it was afterwards. By the way, someone in the chat wants to know who was that playing the keyboard in that video because he was pretty good. I don't know if there's a blast from the past.
Is Tony in the chat somewhere? Tony, how are you, brother? Tony was part of that video.
I haven't seen him in a while. Look, everybody say,
there he is.
Hi to Tony. There he is.
Tony. He used to be on our show all the time. So what we're going to do also is
he was in Cleveland tonight.
That's nice.
He was. Saw that. I love throwing you off script when you're about to say something. I do that. But watching the he's at the Indian Stadium earlier. He saw a game there at the Cleveland.
Thank you, Matt J, for the $5. But anyway, adding to, I'm trying to get through this. Adding to the ticket event, you'll get the Elysian beer, but we're going to give you a sample of the 6 that we get that we're selecting tonight. And wait till you see what bourbons we have lined up. I know what I have, Andy, and Andy knows. We don't know each other, so that'll be part of the. You'll get a sample selection of what we're blind tasting along with the Elysian beer
selection.
My elections. Someone said it too. Yeah, Andy, don't throw off Todd. Yeah, I don't like to be thrown off. There's actually a question in the chat too of who's going to have the better night tonight. So if you remember, members have the ability in our old live show to affect the top 10 list that we had and voting. Mm-hmm. We're carrying that forward a bit, right? I want you guys to use those red and green emojis to really vote on certain things that we do throughout this, whether it's about tasting a beer or drinking a whiskey or saying something good or stupid about the topic, or if we throw out a band that you really like or a topic that throw those green Todd or Andy emojis. And if you hated something we said, throw the red. I don't know if Melissa's still here. She can still keep count, but we'll get a sense of what people are thinking. Who's having the better night?
Who has the better night?
Yes, and who made the better point?
Todd, you're off to. I did read a story, but then I screwed up the video, so I feel like we're back. Like
I think you could get a red card for that, right? So you
get a red card, but I did, and I did the intro, so whatever.
And
so you're already down.
At the end of the night, we will vote who had the better night. Winner goes to spoils. The winner gets to drink whatever they want. The loser gets to drink the McCormicks. We're bringing the McCormicks over. We can't lose sight of the McCormicks. It's too important.
We are going to do one thing though, Todd. Remember now, we said that at the end of the night.
Yeah, red like that. Yes.
At the end of the night, and we did see everything spicy.
Thanks,
that we appreciate you, Phil. Whoever wins,
I did not, so I need to get them down. Was that for another $5? I didn't see
too. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yes, the loser has to drink McCormick's.
Sorry, Phil.
But the winner gets to pull something good from the stash. Todd, look at this is what I'm using for my stash. Check that out.
The winner gets to pull.
Can you see that?
No, yeah, but what is in there?
That is Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye right there. That's going to be my victory pour if I win tonight. So remember we said
Phil won that last week. I know it seemed rigged, but it wasn't. Mm-hmm. But speaking of wheel, we have a member giveaway tonight, which I think is fantastic. I mean,
and if you're not a member, Todd,
Why not? Every Friday night, we do a behind the bar member video where we basically we're going to tell you what the topic of next week's Glam and Dram is about, any information about upcoming videos, and 2, you get to find out what we're giving away to our members. Our members will get something for free at every live stream, no matter what. So if you're a member, you get entered in. All you have to do is comment in the video. And honestly, Andy, I was surprised. We only had 13 comments this week. 13. So there's only 13 people, and don't go right now. I have noticed comment on right now.
We've had a really decrease in numbers since you started taking back over the videos.
Well, maybe that's true, Andy.
I don't know if it's the quality of what you're doing, what you're giving away, but
here's what members get tonight. They're going to get a pour of Weller's Antique.
I think it's more in the delivery than anything else, Todd. I think
my delivery was perfect. I was late this week, so maybe that's it. And Weller's Special Reserve. You're getting these are 2 fantastic. Andy, I was listen, I'm searching for frantically Stag Jr. Andy, how many times I've called you about Stag Jr. this week?
Enough that I rather you just spend like your life savings on it, just buy the damn bottle.
So if people out there don't know, if you're whiskey people, Stag Jr. in Maryland dropped last week, and I have been all over where I live to find it, and I found it. I have found it twice. The one place wanted $250. The place I went to today, I had the Stag Jr. in my hands because there was no price on it. It was on the table with other allocated stuff. I picked it up. I was like, oh my God, yes, I have it. I took it to the counter. I said, how much for this? And the guy proceeded to say, that's what he did. I said, $300. He said, yes.
That's insane.
I proceeded to walk back and put it back on. E.H. Taylor, I'm trying to find that. $250. I am getting very upset at the game here.
This is what happens. It's early in the season, it's a torch in the hair thing. It will be fine. By the way, Phil, yes, I did put good bourbon in a vodka bottle. This is the old Crystal Skull vodka that this decanter is just too cool not to put whiskey.
It is too bad. So guys, we have 13. So here we go. I'm going to go, Andy, share my screen.
Go ahead, do it.
13 people have and don't go there now.
Like and share, guys. 41 already. That's great. We love it.
Yes.
Let's get this. Spread the word. Let's talk some beer and some bourbon and some rock and roll. By the way, Todd, we didn't do really much on the pale ale. We'll have to get back to this and do
I'm drinking it, yeah. All right, so this is who I have. I have Moose Gal, Saucy Shane, the Bee Lady, Robot Scott, Eileen Hartsight, Dickie's Dad, Lone Stars Lounge, Outdoors in Maryland, Oja Son's World, Matt J, Neighbor Girl, Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic, and The Hunt for Heat have all commented. Don't go there now and comment because you're not going to get entered. I can see who's there.
Todd's a bully.
I want you guys, listen, these go up every Friday. Well, it was Saturday. I'm sorry I screwed up.
And you were late.
I was late. It is every Friday night.
Jimmy says just take the $250 and spend it and stop eating and keep eating the Murray steak. So that's not a bad idea. You can do that too, Todd.
Andy, I'm going to find it eventually, and we're going to review it for this
channel. I hope you do, because then I get to drink it. But in the meantime,
that's being time. Let's see who wins the Weller. I mean, we're giving away Weller special. And here's the other point. I went to another liquor store. They had Weller Foolproof for $399, and this Antique 107 for $199. $200 for Antique 107. $200. I got it for $70. Come on. Anyway, I'll digress. So anybody in the chat, hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I'll shuffle it. I'm not, it's not favoritism. Hopefully I went through literally 10 minutes before this and got everybody who commented on the video. So again, Friday night for members. And if you're not a member, come on, become a member. You get benefits. We do behind the scenes stuff. You get perks that really not everybody else gets. So consider becoming a member. There's my plea, Andy. Is that good enough?
I mean, it's not working. No one joins anymore.
No, that's true.
You better come with a new shtick here.
We're stuck at like 40, but that's okay. Anyway,
that's more than I ever thought we'd get. I didn't think we'd get 4. That's fantastic. So we'll take that.
I will take it. All right.
All right, Joe, what's going on? Oh, just on Whiskey Nose. This is going to be fun tonight. We're going to have a good time. Todd, spin that wheel, man.
Spin the wheel for the Weller Special Reserve and Antique 107. Who wins? Is it Dickie? No, he won.
He won.
He's won. Dickie.
I wish I had some sort of like celebration thing. There's got to be. And I don't have anything to play because all the new stuff's not over.
Is over.
I just you know what? I just Homer going woohoo is what I need here.
Excellent. Giddy up.
I can't. You know what? I knew it was going to happen. Look, for the top 10. He comes right out of the gate swinging, and he is our first winner
And Andy?
On Glam and Drams.
Joe! My favorite friend, Joe. Andy.
After all those times of just saying, we want
Joe.
Todd. I knew eventually he'd say, we want Andy too. That made me feel good.
Oh,
now
no.
I like Joe just
Let's
as much.
welcome
That's
Joe
hey,
to
Joe.
Come on,
Welcome
let's see the rock
to
on.
the family, man. That is awesome. And yeah, that had to come over with us
Joe.
too. So very cool. I think it's over here. I know it's over here.
Come on, Eddie. We need that.
I mean, tell me
we got a new member. It's Joe. It's Joe.
No, it's coming. Don't worry.
I'm coming.
You can have it.
Come on. Let's go.
Did it bring it?
No, you didn't. Anyway, congrats,
Joe,
Dickie Dad. You can't find it. I think that's awesome. That Hey, Dickie, so you're going to get Weller's. Holy crap. Woohoo. Now, this means that Dickie probably won't win for another 2 years. But, hey, you get two good ones. That's
not necessarily true. I think that's great.
True. The wheel does seem to have a favorite. Like, as soon as you win one, it seems to come back to you very quickly. I don't know why that is. But he's going to win. Hey, you probably have had it. But Dickie, Brian, have you had Weller Antique or Special Reserve? If you had, they're probably really good. At least they're sweet. And I mean, they're not worth the money that people have them out for, but they're still good. Oh, look at that. And he's sporting his Diamond member t-shirt. But anyway,
awesome.
Joe, if Andy ever finds this, we'll play it, but it doesn't seem like you can find
it. Before the night's over, I'm going to find it.
Joe W. Life Adventures. Welcome to the family. So every Friday night, Joe,
awesome.
Watch our videos, just comment, and you'll get entered into what Dickie just won, which is some amazing whiskey. We sometimes have swag. We sometimes have beer. It's all good stuff. I'm trying to get we've talked about this, but I've kind of not talked about it recently, is the RER out of orders. I did get some of the last Alice in Wonderland. I will have a giveaway for everybody to be ticketed, but members will also get an opportunity to win that as well as soon as I can get it. I had a proxy get it, but I haven't gotten it from him. So that will be coming as well. We have some beer giveaways that are worth waiting for. That's all I'm saying. All right. So he's only had the Weller 12. Well, there you go. Now you're going to have Antique and Special Reserve. I think the Antique 107, I've only had two, so I like it. I like them both, but Antique 107 is right in my sweet spot. I love that 107 proof, and I think it's really good. Again, I couldn't believe the 12 was available to me for $399, Andy. I could have spent
you know what? Sometimes you just
$600 on two bottles of whiskey.
What? Skip a couple birthday presents for your kids. You know what? Maybe scale back a little bit on some of the other things you're getting, and just go for it, man.
But I'm telling you, the Stag Junior, it is my mission. It's my mission to find and for us to do a review on this channel. I'm going to do it. By the way, we also have a giveaway that's coming up a little bit later, although we just stopped in the bottom. But Jody from Bourbon Bounty this past week had his 500th live stream celebration, which hopefully is well over 500 now, which was he had Marty from Whiskey Nose on. Really good live stream. I hope Jody I think he's going to go live more often. He had a really cool nosing kit that he gave away as a sort of a gift to all the people that were on that stream, and I won. The wheel was kind to me.
Todd, hold on one second. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? You know I'm live right now, and you're actually on because you don't watch this anymore, even though you're a member. So you're actually on live right now, and everyone's watching. Do you want to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. So that's
Mr.
my
John.
Dad. He doesn't watch his son anymore. He even forgot we're live and doing a new show. So
I do watch you, but the thing is that there are a lot of these topics that just don't interest me,
No, well, that's well, Dad. You might like tonight's topic. We're talking about bands you wish you could have seen live. You could have even thrown in the Four Tops or Four Seasons or somebody.
Four Tops, the attempts,
Yeah, but you can't tell me now. You actually have to come on to do this, Dad. We have to give you the floor later because remember I'm live here.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but hey, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good time. I didn't realize I was calling on a Tuesday night. That's right. Tonight's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's 210 Tuesday.
All day, right.
That's right.
Okay, well, enjoy your evening.
Hey.
And I'll turn you on. All right.
All right. Hey, we love you. Talk to you soon, Dad.
Bye, Mr. John.
All right. Bye.
Well, there you go.
See,
he didn't really like our topics. We got some good.
I don't like your topics. I quit watching you boys along. I watched you guys 6 months ago. You guys are boring.
That was great. I was talking about. So Jody is in the. Andy, do you want to do this now? I mean, Jody's in the basement. We could give that away. I've got the wheel up.
It's up
Bring
to
up
you,
Jody.
Todd.
So
right.
Maybe Jody we'll bring him up. So again, Jody from Bourbon. Hey, Jody, how are you? Welcome.
What's
Another
going
great.
on, Jody?
If anybody can put his link in the chat so we can go over and subscribe to Jody's channel. I know Marty from Whiskey Nose is on there. Marty and Jody had a fabulous and Jody, don't get me wrong, you're going to be doing this more often, right? A live stream maybe every quarter or so.
Yes.
All right, tell us about the nosing kit that I won that I'm going to give to our viewers.
All right, so it's right here behind me. This is the nosing kit. This is a homemade nosing kit, and if you go look them up online, they're about between $200 and $300.
Woo!
This is 24 aromas. I used the bourbon wheel from the Bourbon Society of America or whatever. And you have to excuse me. I'm trying to grow my fall beard right now.
Oh yeah, I had the same problem, Jody. Same problem with me.
But it's 24 aromas. I'm not going to name them all off, but yeah, it's common notes you will get in various bourbons. And with the nosing kit comes also 3. Now you have to prove you're 21, but 3 sample bourbons. And if you get that, I'm going to mark them A, B, C, and then Todd and I have agreed we're going to do a virtual private tasting with you, which we'll host it somehow, either on a non-broadcasted StreamYard or some other way. But we will get on there and walk you through the 3 bourbons. I'm going to give you what I call a beginner bourbon, a moderate bourbon, and an advanced bourbon. So it's going to be a 1 ounce pour of each. And we'll walk you through them. You won't know what the bourbons are. We'll let you know what to nose out of the kit to get the notes out and just get you started on your journey. Trust me, the nosing kit, I tried it with my son. He's not old enough to drink, but I was like, here, smell this. And he's like, smells like alcohol. And I said, now, smell this. Okay, now smell it. And he's like, oh, yeah, I get that, you know. So
Todd?
I'm here. Sorry.
Todd was on twice. I
don't know. I froze. I just went out and came back in. But hold on,
Jody, I do have to ask you, are you having Todd do this with you so you have an amateur on there as well?
Oh, come on.
No, I think it's good to have an amateur and someone who's a professional at the same time. I just had to ask.
Todd won the kit fair and square.
Yeah.
And Todd's cool. It happened to be the wheel too, Andy. I do have an
and you know what? Of all the things that I could finally get over, here you go, buddy.
Whoa, Todd's even cooler than we thought.
All right.
So,
Andy.
Jody, while you're taking a sip, I got to tell you a quick story. And Todd, you can start reading who's in if you want.
Well, I'm trying to type. It'd be great if you told me who was in, but that's okay.
I'll do that, but I want to tell a story first. Okay. So about 15 years ago, speaking to my dad who just called, we end up going to this exactly what you did. We went to this. It was for beer, not for bourbon, but same things. They were trying to get you to smell some of the different aromas. I'm sorry, it was for wine. And they had like 25 stations set up around the room. And we all got a piece of paper. We had to score what we thought each one was. We got our rankings at the end. My dad goes with me, who does not drink at all. Ends up winning the whole thing. He got like 24 out of the 25 right. So he would be great on this if he actually, but he's dry, which is fine. That's great. But he knocked it out of the park. I did not score quite as high, but these nosing kits are fun. Like whoever wins this is going to be actually really cool. Should I start doing this story time with Andy? I like it. I like the idea.
Evidently. Well, I don't like the idea very much at all.
I doesn't like it.
So, real quick, I know you didn't want to say all of them, but give everybody out there give them some of the flavor. I guess the aromatics. Give them some. What would you put together?
One's probably hazelnut time.
Well, we have rose, coffee, black pepper, raisin, butterscotch, new oak, which I whittled with a knife, by the way.
Wow.
Maple syrup, herbal tea, apple, clove, tobacco, mint, pine, leather, cherry, toffee, toasted oak, which I toasted in a toaster oven.
Wow.
Licorice, cinnamon, honey, chocolate, apricot, vanilla, and corn. So there you go. I know I just named them all off, but that's
there you go. That's the real deal. So no, Elizabeth, this is the last drawing. This is actually
free. I didn't just say free. In.
Anyone can get it. Just if you put in, this is free to whoever would like to win this kit, which is actually cool. And then you guys will get to jump on and do this.
Go over and subscribe to Jody's channel for giving us this wonderful gift to our viewers. Yeah, Jody, real quick, the hope here is I'm ending in, but real quick, the hope is that if you get this kit, when you first get into whiskey, you smell whiskey and it's like, oh gosh, that's harsh, but you've really got to let it open up and develop. So you're hoping that you can use some of these aromatics to understand what you're smelling in a whiskey, right? That's the whole idea. Is you go back and forth, right?
Yep, back and forth. And if you think you're getting a note, open the nosing kit, smell it, and then go back to the bourbon. And you know, if it's there, it's sort of like, you know, like an accent color in a room.
Yes.
You know, and there's like these little accent colors, and if you have like a feature wall or something and you paint it, you know, that color, it makes those accents pop. Same thing with a nosing kit.
That's awesome. And look, we got a bunch of people in. Are you ready, Todd, for me to read?
Well, I'm going through it. You could be telling me, but I've got to go back and forth.
Did you get C. Lucan is in?
No.
Okay. C. Lucan is in.
How do you spell that, Andy?
C and then space L-U-K-E-N. Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Annie's in. Annie Ann is in.
Annie, I haven't seen Annie Ann in a while. Good to see you, Annie Ann.
Tony's in.
Got Tony.
Whiskey noses.
That's Marty. I got Marty in.
B-Lady's in.
I've got the B lady.
Okay. Let me see who else is.
Here's what I've got: Eileen, Hunt for Heat, Lone Stars Lounge, Saucy Shane, Everything Spicy, Neighbor Girl, Matt J, Moose Cow, B Lady, Ojason Worlds, Tony Canterna, Marty, C. Lugan, Annie Ann. There's nobody else that wants this. This is a great whiskey.
You did get Cindy Hunt for.
I have Hunt for Heat. Yeah, I've got her.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Does anybody else want in on this? The Gypsy Vanilla Gorilla is in.
Gypsy. Oh, Gypsy. Okay,
Gypsy's in.
Gypsy.
Hey, Dad, welcome to the show. Do you want in on the nosing kit? This is a non-alcoholic prize.
No, but he also gets 3 whiskeys. He can give to you, though.
That means I get 3 whiskeys. That's fine. That's great. So
no, we're not. Your dad.
And then I'll come on the show and I'll do it, and it'll all actually work out better that way.
No. Can I be in?
He just said, "Can I be in?" So yes, you're in. And then
John.
Philip Patterson is in. Philip, what's going on? Philip's in. Bunch of people in. This is
I've
great.
got Everything Spicy already. Philip Patterson is. He's trying to do it twice. It's Phil. Phil's trying to cheat. He's trying to cheat. And he's like, Phil Patterson?
I just got Phil Connor.
Hey, look at the picture, though. Look at his picture on there.
I know, it's great. Mike is in. There we go.
Mike is in.
What about Joe? Joe, Joe, our new member.
Catherine Graves is in. Catherine, what's going on?
Oh, good. We got there we go. We got more people. Right. Catherine. All right, Catherine.
Joe. So there we go. All right.
So we've got 19 people. So here's my list real quick. I'll go down one more time and give Eileen, Hunt for Heat, Lone Stars Lounge, Saucy Shane's, Everything Spicy, Neighbor Girl, Matt J, Moose Gal, B Lady, Ocean Suns Worlds, Tony Canterna, Marty from Whiskey Nose, C. Lucan, Annie Ann, Gypsy, John Canterna, Joe, W Life Adventures, Micah, and Catherine Graves. Anybody else?
IP Freely. Did you get them in there?
I did not get that.
No?
Did not get that. All right. So let me share the screen. And then real quick, Jody, the whiskey is going to be what? 3 different types, right? You said there was going to be sort of a beginner, an intermediate. It's a blind, but you're going to have tell them about the whiskeys that you're going to send.
All right, so I'm going to send what I consider a beginner bourbon, so it's few noted. It won't overwhelm you. Then I'll give you a B pick is going to be a moderate, what I consider a moderate bourbon. It will be more noted. And then I'll give an advanced bourbon, which floods your brain with all kinds of notes. And on the private tasting, we'll walk you through every one of them. We'll start with the light version, medium version,
all right,
and then get into the heavy one.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it. Go ahead.
All right, this is for the nosing kit from Bourbon Bounty.
Wait, did Dickie not win on this one? I mean, did he take his prize and go?
He didn't. Dickie, did he not say in?
I mean, I wanted to see if he could go a cold sweep tonight.
I have not put Dickie in here. Is Dickie not? He must have left. He won and left, I think, is what it was. He's like, I'm out. I've won. There's no need for me to be around anymore. I think that's what happened.
All right. Well, yep. It was
a
mic drop moment for him. All right, spin it, buddy.
Shuffle it once, shuffle it twice, and let's go. All right, for the nosing kit from Bourbon Bounty. Oh, who's going to win? All right.
Oh, look at that.
Jimmy. World. Way to go, Jimmy.
There we go.
There you go. I love it. Yes.
We're going to get you off of McCormick's now, boy.
That's right. Way to go, Jimmy.
That's awesome. Congrats, Jimmy.
The question is, what nose will go with McCormick's? I'm just curious. There's no hazelnut in that 24, so I'm wondering what will happen.
What?
Don't answer that question. It was a joke. It was a joke.
I've
It didn't go
never
over very
had
well.
McCormick's. I don't drink mouthwash.
Boy, are you mouthwash is being nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, there he is. All right.
Jimmy's come a long way. So
if you guys can throw Bourbon Bounties in the chat. If you guys aren't subscribed to Jody, it's great dude. He's been with us from the beginning.
Good stuff.
VR 180, and now he's live streaming.
If I could just plug one quick thing, I'm going to start doing a monthly live.
Ooh.
And if you're present on the live stream, I'm going to give away a quarterly bourbon tasting kit with 3 sample bourbons. So every 3 months. So if you join my live, all 3 times you get 3 entries per spin.
There you go.
Nice. I like it. All right.
By me winning, I guess I no longer can win, unfortunately. Andy, you have to win the next one.
No, you've been eliminated, but that's fine.
Eliminated. There it is.
You're
There's
now.
thank you, Shane.
Hey, thanks, man. You gonna stick around for a little bit? We're gonna do a little blind whiskey.
Yeah, wait to see this blind.
We'd love for you to stick around. So I know you got to get up early tomorrow, but we're glad you're here for a little bit, man.
Thanks,
so
Jody. Cheers, brother.
All right, cheers.
We'll see you, bud.
Good dude.
All right, that's good, man. That's awesome.
Cool gift. It took a lot of time for him to do as well. I mean, that's not easy to put all those aromas together.
That's cool, man. He took a lot of time and energy to do that.
And he's right.
Great.
They are expensive.
Yeah,
they're like a couple $100.
No, that's great. And look, those things and they really help too. I mean, it's hard at first trying to pick out sometimes some of these flavors and things like that. So that's Todd. Is it just a light? Because now you're dark on that side, and I feel like
I don't know, dude.
Maybe it's this one side of the panel.
I think it is the one because now you're light. I don't know. Yeah, I can be dark. I don't need to be any more lighter than I am. you know what I mean?
Burn your tootsies at the beach. All right. So
Andy?
So the beer we're giving away first.
Andy, I'm almost done it.
I am too. We've been yapping so long. I got to tell you.
Here's the bottle we'll give away.
I love this beer for all the things that it's not trying to be.
Correct.
If you are looking for this gigantic hop bomb, you're not going to get it here. So Jody, you'd probably like that. Jimmy, you'd probably like that. It's got a little bit of hop presence, but it's also you can taste
earthy hops.
Yep, but you get those malty backbones, which I really like in this. It's not your typical West Coast or hazy IPA. It's really good. So this is like Def Leppard. It just works. This is good stuff. So
this is what you'll get. Super Chats tonight will be entered in to win this, plus a sample of the 6 whiskeys that will a random. Well, we'll give you. I don't know if we'll give you all 6, but we'll see. I've got some good ones. You'll get a bunch of whiskeys from the blind we're about to do, and you'll see them. So maybe hold off on your Super Chats until you see these whiskeys that we're going to be putting out here in a second.
Of course, you do get this beer that you can never get anywhere else. So
that is true.
I mean, honestly, the fact that we're partying with one of these makes me very sad. I'm just going to let you know.
Yeah, you better do it now before Andy changes
one more
his mind.
time before I change my mind. Todd, hold that up. Look at how cool that is.
I mean,
it's got the Styria logo and everything. That is just a wicked cool beer can or bottle at this point.
I mean, it's amazing, and the beer itself is fantastic. It's really good. It's what it is. It's not a hazy. It's not a big West Coast.
Todd,
it's an English IPA or English.
Perfect segue into our topic, right?
I think it's time, dude.
So we're gonna do a little bourbon in a minute, but tonight's music topic that we're gonna start talking about throughout the night.
Yes,
is
I can't wait. Cannot wait.
What artist or band do you wish you could have seen or want to see? Or is a specific concert or something live?
Correct.
Anything. So I don't care if it's Elvis Presley or if it's Elvis Costello, whatever.
Correct.
Whoever you just wish you could have seen, somebody who's with us, somebody who's not. We're going to talk about tonight. Part of what started me on my journey of just kind of falling in love with music, because the first live rock show I ever saw was actually with you, Todd, when we went to see Def Leppard in the Round.
In 1992, the night that President Clinton was elected.
Clinton was elected, and they actually played.
We were in Washington, D.C.
Alice Cooper's elected that night.
Yes,
Elliot came out and said, "We're going to do an extra song for you tonight. We're going to play Elected. You guys got a new president." I remember, just sitting there.
That was your first concert?
My first rock concert.
Okay, it wasn't Barry Manilow, though.
It wasn't Barry Manilow. That was my first show.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and I got to tell you, it changed my world. I instantly wanted to go see anything and everything they've ever done.
Oh,
and
look, the chat is already giving out people. Look, Pink Floyd for Ojazan, Stein and Family Stone for B Lady.
We're gonna talk about these all night. And this is something we've seen.
$1,000 per ticket, hands down.
Seen them.
Whoa.
And I mean,
Todd, Andy, what would you pay to see Pink Floyd? That's the question.
Yeah, and so those are the things. Yeah, what would now if I could go back, if I could see Lep on the Pyromania tour, right? like at Jack Murphy Stadium in front of 90,000 or something like that. Like
Pyromania or Hysteria. I would love to, well, yeah, well, you're right, because you wouldn't see Steve Clark with Hysteria.
Yes, you would.
Would you see him on that?
Yeah. Steve Clark was with him all the way up until 1990. He died during making the Adrenalize album.
Oh, the Adrenalize album. I'm sorry.
He actually finished the Hysteria tour.
When did Rick Allen lose his arm then?
Rick Allen lost his arm right before Hysteria. So
if I saw him on
Pyromania, I would have seen Rick with 2 arms, and I would have seen Steve Clark. And everybody, it would be kind of cool. Yeah. So, which would be pretty neat, right?
Wait, don't you say you paid $10,000 to see Pink Floyd? Give me a break. Come on, really, Jimmy?
You know how many Murray steaks you could get for $10,000?
I could buy a lot of Stag Juniors with $10,000. I can tell you that right now.
You know what? Let's do a good segue here, Todd. Who's your number one, or at least somebody?
I will give you my number one, and I'll talk about why after you do the intro to this. But I've talked about them on the top 10 with 210 a lot. I've never seen them. There's a movie about him. I think he's the greatest front man possibly ever to live. It's the Mighty Queen, and I would pay any amount of money.
I had to get you pushed because she put that out there. I think.
There it is, Catherine.
There it is, right there.
100%. I would pay probably $1,000 to see Queen with Freddie Mercury. I would give anything to see Freddie Mercury live. Brian May and Roger Taylor and the bass player. I can't remember his name. Dang it, I can't remember his name. Yeah. Whatever. I would pay anything. That's my number one. We'll talk about why. Andy, I can't wait to get into this more, though. There's other bands.
That's really cool. Now, first of all, Marty, I mean, we just had to ding your points. They're negative $10 for Winger.
Well, you can still see them. They still play.
You can still see it. By the way, they're fantastic live. Todd, are they not really good live?
100% live. I mean, when you have Red Beach.
Red Beach is a shredder. All right. Morgenstein on drums. You got Paul Taylor on bass.
And Kip Winger's teeth are whiter than white.
They really are. That guy's he's I'm gonna tell you, they're
Andy,
good.
Let's get into. You want to start it up? Intro it. What would you pay?
Oh, you want to do that? All right. So
we're getting into it.
You've been trying to push me to this. Okay, so we're going to.
I mean, we're into it.
Why don't we play a game called "What Would You Pay"?
Whiskey. If anybody knows me, that's the goddamn Kicks band.
Oh, that is
girl money.
Let me tell you, I'll tell you, I would go back to that show in College Park where they cut that live album with the greatest version of Yeah I've ever heard in my entire life. See if you got some crowd going, and I'm telling you,
I'll one up you, Andy. I will go back to Hammerjacks with the original lineup
Marty,
of Donnie Purnell
with us. We'll let Kip Winger, who wrote songs for Kicks, open up for Kicks, and you'll change your life.
All right. So we're gonna get into some of the bands. I've already told you mine. Andy, what is your number one? And we'll talk about more why.
Honestly, number one is not a rock band for me. Number one, if I could, I would go back and I would go see Michael Jackson live. I mean, you can take all of the crazy stuff and nonsense and things that happen with him, but he is one of the greatest showmen of all time. The King of Pop. His songs are infamous and will live on forever.
Great call.
I would probably want to see him after the Bad album, maybe on that tour, so you could get Thriller off the wall and you could get the Bad songs all on there. And that's before he kind of went a little bit So I would absolutely.
We gotta get Eileen some alcohol. Didn't she win alcohol on Phil's channel last night? I saw that. I think I watched the replay that he gave away the Dragon share, and I think Eileen won. So she should be getting some alcohol very soon. The Bourbon Barrel.
That she had Michael Jackson tickets. She gave them away.
No.
I tell you, he had the one last. And look, I'm all over.
You lost me, Micah. See,
well, this is kind of what I like about.
Throw those reds if you don't like it. Yeah,
you can do the red cards if you don't like the pick. But here's the thing: like I absolutely loved his music as a kid. I could rock out to Pyromania and then throw on the Silver Glove and moonwalk across like that was like MTV art. We grew up with that. So, but he was a fantastic.
I agree with you on that. I would love to see, just because the sheer spectacle that a Michael Jackson concert would have brought. especially back in those days. I can imagine that would be awesome. Andy, let's get into the what would you pay for the whiskey portion of this. So let's go to A. We have 3 whiskeys here that we're gonna go. Andy, why don't you go first, and I'll show you. And why don't you try yours first? I always go first. I'm going to defer to you.
You do. You did.
Open up your A.
People are talking. Look, so Catherine, she saw Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5 reunion tour. Was amazing. And I will say this too. I wish I had seen Prince as well. A lot of people have been throwing Prince up there.
Yep. Never saw Prince.
I always liked his songs. I don't think I ever really appreciated his guitar playing until I saw him at the Super Bowl halftime show, and I was blown away by how incredibly good he was. So, look, my dad says Elvis in his prime. That'd have been awesome. You imagine seeing Elvis? He was taboo.
Elvis, definitely in his prime. But really, if you can say you saw Elvis, that's pretty amazing. What a whiskey. Yes, whiskey. Oh, yes, he wants to get the whiskey. Okay, Marty wants the whiskey.
Marty's Andy. Like, stop talking, guys. I'm here for one thing.
All right, we're going to get those. So we're going to do this. Andy, let's pour your A.
I've already poured it.
Take a sniff, and we're going to pay. What would you pay? Take a sip and a drink, and we're going to reveal these one at a time. So you're going to know right away what it is after he tells me what he would pay for it.
It's got a nice nose. A sweet nose on it, Todd.
So does your A, but I'll get to that in a second. Sweet nose. Okay. What do you think? Is it take a sip of it?
Doesn't smell like it's knocking me over with a higher proof.
Okay. So, all right.
Now you're going to tell me like a number, like, are we going to give me like,
so
here's how this works. We didn't explain the game. This is where we're bad.
Yeah.
All right. Bad. So we have 3 whiskeys.
Yes.
Todd's going to tell me a number.
Yep. An amount.
I have
a value.
An amount. He might say $50, and I would have to say I think it's worth more than that,
Andy. And for this one, it's $80. It's $80.
80. Okay, so Todd's saying $80. So I have to say this is. I'd pay 80 for it. I'd pay over 80, or I'd pay under 80 for it.
Correct.
All right. So that's kind of where we stand with that. So this one is, you're saying $80, right?
$80. $80 is the number. Do you like? Well, come on, give us something. What are you tasting? What are you tasting? Give people some.
Sweet. It's got
sweet.
It's got a little spice, little
Andy,
rice.
What does a sweet nose mean? She says, the bee lady Elizabeth. What is a sweet nose?
So it's notes of like candies, kind of like caramel candy, and like some maybe like burnt sugar,
candy fruit. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Could mean a couple of things. Could be like candy cherries or, the various fruits. But Andy's housing that. He likes that a lot. So it's $80 is the price tag.
$80. All right. Well, that's really good though.
Yeah.
This game is hard.
Your palate. I can tell you right now, your palate's on. It is really good.
So I feel like this is not a crazy high proof. I'm going to say somewhere around 100 proof. I'm going to say.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah.
You're 100% on. It is 100 proof.
Well, that's awesome.
Exactly 100 proof.
All right.
It is bottled in bond.
All right. So there we go. I think it's a good whiskey. I would say I would pay. I don't know if I go 80. I'd say 55, 65. I'd probably like $65 for this whiskey.
So why would you not go 80 or higher? What is the reasoning? Because of the low proof?
If I go in there, well, no, I don't mind the lower proof, but I feel like it's still a little bit aggressive. So I don't feel like it's like a 10-year-old or a 8-year-old, bourbon. I feel like it's a little younger.
Okay.
And
so what was the amount you said?
So I would say about $65 I pay for this.
Andy, you were trying E.H. Taylor small batch. Bottled in bond.
That's about $65, isn't it?
It is. MSRP is around $55. It goes on the secondary for much higher than that. 120, 250. I saw it today for 250.
So I am stopping and I'm not playing anymore because I didn't think I'd do that well.
You did really good.
I'm done. That made
bottled in bond, 100 proof.
That's awesome.
Sweet,
all right.
High wheat. You were right on.
That's good.
There you go. E.H. Taylor small batch. Thank you to Saucy Shane, Andy. This is the and actually I absolutely adore this whiskey. This whiskey is one of my favorites now. As you can see, I've drank.
It's so good. Yeah, I
just
realize
got it this week.
That's right. You picked it up. That's really good.
I was
Isn't it
being
good?
quiet about that. I didn't tell you about it because Saucy Shane there. It cost $55. There it is, Andy. You were right on, man. But see, the secondary for this is like
it shouldn't be
crazy.
It's ridiculous that that's the
well,
case.
it's highly
but whatever.
allocated, right? They don't make enough of it, I guess. I don't know, but there it is.
I
There's
think,
Andy.
I think
All
that's
right.
I think that's a crock, but whatever.
All right, so here's
right.
mine. So
All right,
this
Todd,
is
here's
this,
your
again.
A.
This is guys. These are the type of whiskeys that are in play tonight for the ticketed event for all your super chats. You're gonna get samples of all these awesome whiskeys that we're trying tonight. All right, Andy. This nose is
All right,
absolutely.
So your number, by the way, Todd, $50.
Dude, I'm already on the nose. I'm going over.
Okay.
Just on the nose alone. I absolutely love this nose. It's sweet candied cherries, a little bit of rye. I don't think this is a rye. It might be a high rye. This thing smells absolutely fantastic. I'm going way over just on the nose. You said 55? Right. I'm 55. Going over that. But I don't think it's a high proof because it's not crushing my nose at all. So I think this is a lower proof. So the price is probably not as high. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so I think
what are you getting there?
I'm getting some peanut nuttiness on this. I don't think this is a rye, but it might be. I don't think it is, though. But it might be. Ooh. Not a extremely long finish either. So I don't think this is a high proof. If this is a high proof, then I'm getting good at drinking high proofs. Which is not a good thing necessarily. Well, maybe it is a good thing. I'm getting a lot of peanut in that, Andy. I know there's a certain, maybe the chat can help us. Andy, maybe what distillery has a more of a peanut taste?
Yeah, Beam Centauri has a lot of in there.
Maybe this isn't it, but I'm getting peanut. I get that a lot for some reason. Peanut and whiskey. Yeah, peanut. Like a nuttiness. But the nose here is still straight candy. Candied fruit, candied cherries. You said 55. Oh, it's sweet. It's super sweet. I'm also getting butterscotch.
You like it?
I would pay close to $100 for that whiskey.
Would you really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Well, is it really cheap? I'm usually.
The good news is you could get 5 of them.
You did it to me again. You did it to me again. You did it to me again.
Very old Barton.
You did it to me. I did the same thing last time. I did the same thing.
Let me tell you. So this is where
I love this whiskey. What's the proof on it? What's the proof on it?
This is a 4-year-old bottled and bond 100 proof $20 steel.
Yeah.
This is like one of the best. If we do our value bourbons for your best pours,
oh my god!
I'll tell you right now. Pick up
it's $20. It's $20. I would pay $100 for this. That's
great. For the jug. All right, that's for the big boy here, right? So this is an everyday sipper like you can't believe. So Very Old Barton is the name of this one. It's ridiculously good.
Oh my god, I gotta get some of that.
Yeah, produced by Sazerac at the Barton Distillery out in Bardstown, and it's not easy to find anymore because the word is out. Like this is a really good bourbon and it's cheap.
I just saw that at Chesapeake Liquors. I need to go get it. But I love that.
That's probably the 86 proof. The 100 proof, if you can find it.
Oh, okay.
Is dynamite. So this is 100.
So I was way off. All right, back to the topic. So there's our first one. We have 2 more to go, guys.
So we did that. That was fun. All right, that was a good time. I like that.
But you did that to me last time. You little stinker. I did the same thing last time.
This is fun though. I like this. This is good.
It is like candied goodness right there. That is so good. All right, Andy. So back to here's another band that I think we're gonna both agree on this.
Okay.
There was a time that we, for whatever reason, booed this artist. In fact, we were at a concert.
Sinful.
And it was in our hometown of Baltimore, and Kix was headlining it. There's probably 5,000 people at Pier 6 Concert Pavilion. And this band was on, and we weren't the only ones booing them on. This is probably 1990, 5, Andy, 4, 3, around that time period, right before grunge crushed everything that we. And this band had a very bad sort of media, I don't know, it's warrant. And we actually said, get off the stage. I don't know why we did that.
We were dumb kids and we liked Kicks that much, so we didn't think about it. I will agree with you. So
I would pay probably $200. I pay $300 to see Janie Lane back from the dead, fronting Warrant, sober, right? So Janie Lane passed away because he had an alcohol problem. That's the problem with a lot of these artists. They go down that rabbit hole of drugs and alcohol and addiction and die. It's sad. When he was not on drugs, or mainly really his thing was alcohol, he was an amazing singer, songwriter, and frontman. Andy.
The thing about Janie Lane is I'm ready to do an entire show on this band because he wasn't as glammy as I thought. He was much more punk rock. He had this attitude, but he was a upper class Ohio like football star, valedictorian of his high school, who ended up becoming the frontman of one of the most iconic hair metal bands of all time.
Singer? What do you mean, Phil? Singer? Yeah, Janie Lane. Janie Lane. I don't know what he means singer by, but
he was an amazing frontman. Good vocal talent. Could write good songs. Killer hooks.
Great performer. Great performer.
You guys all know him from the song Cherry Pie, right?
Yes.
He's mad. That's the big song. They had originally written the album, and it was called Uncle Tom's Cabin, which is a killer song. And the radio and the record company said, we want one more song. You need that big hit, that big like catchy hit. So out of spite, he said it took him 15 minutes. He wrote on the back of like a napkin, like the lyrics, and wrote this cheesy hook to Cherry Pie and said, "Here you go. This is what we're gonna do."
Yeah.
They recorded it. They loved it. Became the biggest hit they've ever had. He said up until the day he died, he wished he never wrote
100%.
Cherry Pie, even though it was the biggest hit they've ever had. But if you actually listen to some of their albums in time, I'm talking about Dog Eat Dog. You talk about Ultraphobic. You talk about, even when they did the grungy like Belly to Belly, they were fantastic. They were really, really good. And
Square
they were
Table.
Amazing live.
Look at Square Table.
So,
Janie Lane used
that's
to
awesome.
They were from, I think, Ohio. Weren't they from? Wasn't Janie Lane
Janie
from
was
Ohio?
from Ohio. Yeah, he was a standout football star in Ohio. And,
we saw
it
was, I think, when did Janie Lane die?
Janie
10
Lane,
or 12 or 11. They just had it was 10-year anniversary. I think it was 11. 2011 he died. It was his 10-year anniversary of his death. We saw Janie Lane, so Janie Lane and Warrant split. I don't know when it was, but Janie Lane would still do shows under Janie Lane and play all the Warrant hits, and that's what we loved. We would go see not Warrant but Janie Lane. And he played at a festival called M3 Rock Festival in 2010, in May of 2010, basically 8 months before he died. And we were all sitting, Andy, you were there. We were saying, John Capoli's not there. Tony was probably there. We're like, what Janie we're going to get? Are we going to get the drunk Janie or are we going to get the sober Janie? We're like, God, we hope we get sober Janie because it'll be great. If we get drunk Janie, we're going to get a beer. He came out and you could tell he was sober. This is 8 months before his death and put on an absolute amazing concert. We're like, oh my God, he's sober. He's good. And it was the best thing ever.
And he's like, I liked I Saw Red. Great song. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I have a picture of him at Rocklahoma where I met him. He actually took over for Jack Russell when Jack Russell was also having a hard time with alcohol. Like fronted Great White for a while. He split from one.
What do you mean you're timed out? Hold on. What do you mean by that? Why are you timed out?
But anyway, he was fantastic. Look, Todd Edwards, Janie was a legend. Stop saying hair metal. It's all 80s hard rock. I agree. They hated that term. They hated that term. It's kind of something that's even the grunge guys and the alternative guys, they hate that label too. It's all forms of rock and roll. Like rock bands,
I agree. Todd. So, by the way, Todd, you have a great name. Todd has a cool name.
I didn't know there's anybody else out there named Todd.
I love it. Todd, please stick around. I love that. Todd Edwards. Hi there.
So for Todd Edwards, here you go, Todd.
Whoa. Todd's even cooler than we thought.
Marty, we can see your chat. Todd Edwards, I agreed 100%. So listen, Andy, here's my next one, and I'll let you go after that. And it's not 80s related. And this is going to probably blow your head off.
All right.
I hope Groovy's in the chat still. He's the after party tonight. It's Nirvana. Now, I know this is hard for you to hear, Andy. And I know Nirvana sort of killed 80s rock, as Todd just said, but I would love to have seen what Kurt Cobain would have done with either Nirvana or something else. And I would love to see Nirvana with Dave Grohl and whoever the bass player, I can't remember his name. I would love to have said I've seen Nirvana. Now, you can crush me. Are they my favorite band of all time? No, but I think they are iconic in what they did, and it's a shame that again it's the reality of what it goes hand in hand with the drug addiction he had. But I would love to have said I've seen Nirvana. I would pay a couple $100 to say bring Cobain and to see what it would like.
I would disagree with you on that, and
I know you would.
Not just because I actually just Nirvana didn't do it for me. I didn't dig their music.
It didn't.
But I would love, if we're going back, I would love to see Alice in Chains or Soundgarden. Chris Cornell had one of the most iconic rock voices in the history of rock and roll. Just outstanding, and he was creative.
Oh, there you go. Creative. Thank you, Erica. Greens for America.
And I would have loved to have seen Alice in Chains. Man, they just. I would love to seen those guys live.
Agreed.
I'd take that over Nirvana any day. Nirvana set the table because they played that stupid video, Teen Spirit. Let's be honest, it wasn't the best song. It's not that great of an album. I'm just going to be straight with you. Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and Alice in Chains blow them out of the water.
I disagree with you 100%. Hey, Oreo, way to go.
3 Nirvana songs that are good.
In Bloom.
What?
Rape Me. In Bloom. Rape Me.
Like that song, Todd.
Oh, stop it, Andy. You're being argumentative just to be you're being very. You still are. By the way,
I cannot
Oreo,
see you singing that song in a car.
Andy, I bought the album, dude.
A lot of people bought the album. Doesn't make it
Andy,
right.
let's get a rock on for Oreo. We haven't had a super chat in a while. Oreo, you're going for the Def Leppard Pale Ale and a sample of all these whiskeys.
That's right. Tonight. I need some real music to get me out of this funk.
And Oreo should be getting.
And so Square Table, I'm liking the comments come here. Nirvana so good unplugged. See, for me, I just absolutely loved Alice in Chains unplugged. I thought they were just fantastic. Again, I struggled with.
There's a ton. And real quick, Oreo, you should be getting your Old Forester and her Glencairn glass as well. So anyway, Andy, real quick, pause it for a second. What was your next one? Did you mention you wanted to? It was Alice in Chains and Soundgarden, right? That was the ones you wanted to go with.
I threw that out there. I mean, I'd really like to see. I would have loved to have seen the original lineup of the Eagles.
Oh,
I think they were one of those bands that was, even though they're rock legends, underappreciated for those vocal harmonies and just killer hooks that I think would have actually fit flawlessly into the whole 80s scene. I think Don Henley's got one of the best voices you'll hear. Glenn Frey, Bernie Leadon was in there. They had a bunch of guys that they just played well together. They were acoustic masters. I don't know. Well beyond just Hotel California, like you said, Take It Easy, and there's just a lot of good songs.
Real quick, Oreo gave us a $20 super sticker, Andy. That's amazing.
Thank you. That's
and she's going to be getting that Old Forester rye, which is amazing, plus the Glencairn glass. So very cool. And she now has 25 entries into the giveaway for tonight.
Oreo, thank you. That was a very classy thing to do.
What you're about to see is a Channel 4 News exclusive.
That was awesome. How
about that?
All right. And by the way, did you see this? Little known fact: Jody used to be in
what?
An Eagles cover band a long time.
Get out of here! Does he play guitar or sing, or what does he do?
Jody plays guitar. He pulled out the guitar about a year and a half ago on one of our streams.
Can I get back? A Whiskey Nose wants to know what's in the Glen. I'm going to go first next time.
You want to go first this time?
I'm going to go first. So yeah, let's go into our.
I'm going to tell you your okay. So this one, what did I give you last time? I gave you $55 was the first one, right?
Yes.
This one is actually going to be a little bit higher. It's $65.
Okay, so the nose on this, it seems like it's a higher proof. It's not as sweet as the first one, which is crazy. I can't believe that Old Barton got me again. However, it's got a nice. Is this a rye?
I'm not going to tell you that.
I think it's a rye. It smells good. I like the smell of it.
While you're doing that, Todd Edwards, no love for the grunge. I'm okay with that.
All right, corner's over. Hey, Todd Edwards is your best friend, I think. Did we just become best friends?
Yep. We sure did.
Here we go. This is the second blind from Andy. Let's see. The nose to me, I think it's a higher proof. Sweet, possibly a rye. It's not overwhelming rye, though. Maybe a high rye. Smells good, though. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's a rye. I actually don't like it as much as the first one. Although it's very good. What did you say the number is on this one?
$65. Would you pay $65 for this?
See, you gave me a cheap one to begin with, so I'm thinking it's going to be higher, right? Just by that. But I'm going to go with my nose and taste buds. It's not as thick as I thought it would be. It's not a thick, although the finish on this is very long. It's very good. I'm getting some oaky notes on this. I think this is a higher age statement. So I think this is an older whiskey, higher proof. I think it's more expensive. Watch me, you can be completely wrong. And that's why we do this. There it is, guys.
What would you pay?
I'd pay $75 for that. So what was your price?
You'd pay $75 for this?
That's a very good whiskey. I like it a lot.
I actually, it's a very good whiskey in my opinion.
It's not expensive.
So the story behind this whiskey, it is 93.8 proof. All right, it's not quite 100 proof.
So it was lower proof than the last
lower proof, but it's a little bit smoother because it is a 12-year-old whiskey.
So I got that right. I'm getting the oakiness on it. I thought it was a higher age statement.
You pay at least 100 for the juice and another 50 for the sack that it comes in. This is
it's the Lone Star.
The Lone Whisker 12-year-old whiskey.
Jesus, I said $75. It's a $200 whiskey.
It's a $150 bottle of whiskey.
It's a sack of whiskey. Show that again, Andy. Show everybody.
Whiskey in a sack. Okay, now you want to hear? Here's fun. Third story of the night for story time with Andy. All right. Mm-hmm. So a pair of vintners.
Does that have any rye in it at all?
I don't know what the exact mash bill this is, to be honest with you, but I will tell you this. This is the story of why it's in the burlap sack.
That's good, though.
These two guys were on the Kentucky Trail, and they helped an overturned pickup truck that had crashed on the side of the road. They found a blue tick hound cowering in the brush. This dog who was who was kind of like bruised and like scared in the whole 9 yards. They pulled out his collar and it said Whisker, and so they called the distillery that they ended up creating Lone Whisker. Yep. And because his whisker kind of looked like it had like a little burlap tag on it, they actually put it in a burlap sack. And this is only really available at their online. They have a 12 and a 15 year, and you can't even get it online anymore. Todd, you found this when you were on the Eastern Shore. I was like, I don't care what it is. I love the story. I want to get it.
Andy was on the phone. And I said, Andy, I'm at the store that has allocated stuff, and they had a couple of things. And I said, Andy, it's $190. And it's a bourbon in a sack. I have no idea what it is. He's like, what is the name of it? I said, it looks like it says, what is it called? What is it called? Whisker?
Lone Whisker.
And he's like, oh, shoot, I need that. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, well, first of all, it's in a sack. And second of all, everybody says it's amazing. It's hard to get.
You're not going to not get bourbon in a burlap sack. I mean, that's just the way it goes. But
it is very good. I thought it was, the nose to me,
you have to drink it a little bit more for it to kind of open up, and you get the flavors. Yeah. I mean, it's good to me. It's a much better than Imperial Barton.
I said $75. Yeah,
it's not bad. I mean, I think it's pricey for what it is, but it's just 12-year-old Tennessee juice, and it's really good.
I liked it. It's very good. It's very good.
But yeah.
All right, let's go to yours, Andy.
So all right, but yeah,
we're gonna get back to bands. So guys, keep putting in the chat bands that you would think about this. Bands that you guys would pay to see play again. Maybe they don't play anymore because of the death. They've broken up, or they're just done playing, right? They're just too old. You can't see them anymore. You can go back to the 50s.
Yep.
Tell us what you want. We're going to bring you up in a second. We're going to get through this, and we have a giveaway. Again, you guys, all ticketed super chats go in for the Def Leppard Pale Ale and a sample
You know what? Maybe not. Maybe we just don't give away the pale ale. Maybe I'll keep those.
Maybe we just won't because there's not a lot of super chats.
Because I say because I just want to keep the beer. You just want the money. So look at this. You can tell the account is of this group.
No,
he does need some Murray Steaks, people. Just because look, we had to pay for the new logo and the new.
Can I just give one hint?
So yeah,
you're gonna want these whiskeys. I guarantee it. So go ahead, Andy. What do you got for number 2? What do you think on the nose? What do you smell on the nose?
Well.
So the price point on this one, Andy, is I'll tell you right now.
Tell me.
$40.
$40. All right, $40. Right now, the nose is telling. I mean, it's a nice nose for $40. If that's the case. Got a little bit more heat on the nose and get a little bit more like spicy notes on there, like a little more pepper notes, but still very sweet. Like still very sweet. I still get that the caramel kind of note on there.
I had a lot of bourbon in the sack. Catherine, the quote of the night. The quote of the night. Oh, Summertime Girls. Great song, by the way. We've seen them live many times.
We've seen Y&T. Summertime Girls. Make the whole
very good band.
world go round.
Name another song by Y&T, Andy.
I can't.
Yeah, we can't either. Phil, name another song by Y&T. Journey.
I cannot.
We saw Journey. You can see it on our channel.
Journey would also be on my list.
On the hunt for the Elysian beer, we saw Journey open up for.
We missed Journey most of it because we were drinking beer and filming. Yeah,
it's true. Anyway, Andy, back to you and keep putting in the chat. I love seeing this. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, how are you? Oops, sorry. He can't either. So, Andy, this is $40 for that whiskey. What would you pay?
Well, this has got more heat and more spice. I'll tell you that much.
Do you like it?
I do like it. Oh, by the way, we need Sabotage. Yeah, Trans-Siberian Orchestra is amazing, but I need my medal. So the Mountain King. I would love to have. I actually want to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra too. Christmas Eve Sarajevo has become like my all-time favorite Christmas song. Just that's a killer tune. All right, sorry, Todd.
Back to the whiskey.
It gets me excited. The music's getting me excited too, right?
I know. What flavor are you getting out of the whiskey, though?
So,
what are you getting?
I'm getting some. There's some bite on this.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little alcohol burn on the nose.
Do you feel like it's high proof?
Mm-hmm.
What proof do you think it is? $40 is it now? $40.
I'll say this is about 115 proof. And this might be a rye.
It's not.
It's not?
No.
All right.
It's a bourbon. It may have some rye in it, though, actually. I'll go get it.
I think so, because there's definitely some spicy notes on here. It doesn't feel like it's that old, again, because this is rather aggressive.
Okay.
You said what'd you give me?
$40.
$40. I mean, I'd definitely pay $40 for it. I would pay.
Come on, be honest. Taste it.
Honest?
Yeah.
I'd pay $50 for it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Really? I thought you'd go higher than that for this one.
What am
I thought you would go higher than this. Andy, it's Old Ezra 7. Your favorite.
All right. I love it.
So you were right. It's 117 proof. What did you say the proof was?
That's a 115.
Yeah, I mean, you're hitting the proofs 100% right on. I don't think Old Ezra, it might have some.
Yeah, there's rye in the old.
That's what I thought. It has some rye, but it's not a rye. It's a bourbon.
No. Right.
MSRP on this is $40. That's why I went with it. But on the secondary, $75 to $75 to $80. You might see this sometimes. It's
so $50. So that was within $10 on that. I'm all right with
you're
that.
pretty good. Again, doing really well. Old Ezra 7.
All right,
You're knocking it out of the park. All right, back to bands. Andy, you're back to the bands. Tell us a band that you would pay to see live.
Well, I will tell you that Journey would have made my list. I think Saucy just put that up there. I would love to see Journey with Stephen Perry.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. This new kid they got now is just dynamite, which was kind of funny because he was from a cover band. But I would love to have seen Journey with Stephen Perry just ripping through those. I mean, he's just one of the most iconic rock voices of all time. Neil Sean is great. Who, by the way, I've never seen Hardline too. I would have loved to see the original
Who said Hardline?
lineup of Hardline.
Is Bob Seger in Hardline?
And not Bob Seger, Neil Sean.
Neil Sean.
Wait,
he's in Hardline?
He's in the original Hardline. He only played the one album. He played on the very first album, the Lunar Eclipse album. I think it was called Eclipse. And absolutely fantastic.
Got it.
So Neil Young's an amazing guitar player, and I would have loved to see both of them. So you can put that down together. Hardline, not you singing Mon Cherie, which I wish I had brought over, but I couldn't find.
Here's the thing with Journey. The singer they have there now, if you close your eyes, it sounds like Steve Perry.
He's great.
He's great, but it's not Steve Perry.
It's hard. Van Halen is the only. Well, I take that back. AC/DC as well. Brian Johnson.
Yep.
And Sammy Hagar were able to replace iconic frontmen. And
your number 3, by the way, is a banger. It's a banger.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I just had to nose it a little bit. I could use Jody's nosing kit right now, but it's chocolate and sweet goodness on that. That's a banger right there. I can tell right now.
Is that a new word? I've never heard you say a banger before.
I don't know, but I don't know where it came from, but I like it.
I feel like you're too old to use the word that's a banger. I don't know. That's
too old?
Yeah,
don't
you
let the
are.
bald head fool you. I'm still a young guy.
Yeah, no, that's debatable. It depends on what you say young, but that's fine.
And I'm sorry. Yeah, Journey I agree with. But the thing is they still tour. I would love to see Steve Perry with Neil Young.
You know, even if you get Steve Perry back now, you're not getting I'm talking heyday. These guys back in the early 80s. Yeah. That's what I want to see. I'm going back,
Here's my next one, and I hope that the chat. Where's Todd? Is Todd still here? Because I love Todd. I love the name Todd because there's nobody else I ever see with Todd's name. Please, Todd Edwards, be still here because he loves 80s music, and this is going to the 80s. Andy, this is certainly on your list because I know it's one of your top 5 favorite bands as well. It's the Damn Yankees. Oh. They are without a doubt. I would pay $300 to see them again. I really would because I want good seats. You got Ted Nugent, Jack Blades, Tommy Shaw, and the drummer. What's the drummer's name? I don't know.
I call him Michael Corleone, but it's Michael something because he's got the crazy last name.
I wish we had a clip to play right here. But Damn Yankees, High Enough, Don't Tread, they have a million hits. They were a super group of those 3. So you all know, Andy, talk about the super group.
Well, here's the thing. This is a super group that was put together that just worked.
Ted Nugent by himself is enough, but then you put in Jack Blades and Tommy Shaw.
But Tommy Shaw is one of the best musicians to come out of the 70s and 80s. He's all around one of the best rock musicians of all time.
Shaw
Jack Blades is from Night Ranger and a killer bass player and a good singer. Yeah, you put all 3 of them together. All you need is a backbone to keep the beat going. And I got to tell you, it was an amazing group. I don't think they'll ever play again, to be honest with you. If they do, it's at the point now where it's maybe a little bit past where they should be.
Why though? Why? Why is that? Why is it that? Why? Why do you say that? It should be a huge payday for them. They were huge.
It would be
4 years.
But I feel like the time has. I feel like they've missed their opportunities because they were so bloody good. And right now, there's the same way with Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx gets into things. Sebastian Bach. Ted Nugent gets into politics. They start playing these things and people start getting upset. And it's just not the same as back in the early 90s when these guys, we saw them. Jackal opened up for them, by the way.
That was one of the best concerts we've ever been
to. That was just phenomenal. They were just really good.
Can you imagine Jackal and Damn Yankees together now?
The harmonies that those guys could pull together was just absolutely amazing. Ted Nugent is not a legendary singer by any means, but he can carry a tune. He's a good singer. And you put Jack Blades and Tommy Shaw, who just gelled together, man.
I mean, that's. I'm telling you, it would be a huge pay. There would be. I don't know why they don't. I know. There's reasons why. I mean, Jack Blades is still playing with Night Ranger, and Tommy Shaw is still in Styx, and I don't. Ted Nugent, I guess, is still hunting things. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but throw some money at them, get them together on a stage, and god dang, play. Come on,
it would be great. Todd's got the names. The drummer is Michael. Cartleon, Cartleon, or whatever. I don't know. That's why I always call him Michael Corleone.
Eric,
because I think of the Godfather. But yeah.
Can I say one thing? After you guys see, I hope the super chats come in after you see our last 2 whiskeys. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what Andy's has, but
no, these are all fantastic. Because
you're
walk away with a bunch of. I mean, that one's the one we just did. The Long Whiskers, a $200 whiskey almost. That's a
correct.
Good.
Let me get Andy. I want to nose your third. I've been nosing it. The nose on this is pure candy cherries and chocolate and goodness. I feel like I've smelled this whiskey before.
I don't think I can guarantee you haven't.
It smells absolutely divine. Where's Joe Weymouth? Did that sound good? That sounded good in my head.
He doesn't like you ripping his stuff off. That's why he doesn't
doesn't.
come on anymore.
But I will tell you this whiskey has chocolate and cherry in it to me. That's what I'm smelling. It
is a chocolate cherry finished whiskey.
It smells higher proof. Not too high though. I'm saying this is like 105 to 110, maybe even. It's not killing my nostrils. I'm gonna go in for a sip. Cheers.
Go for it. What do you think?
I think that's. Ooh. I think it's a rye. Maybe not.
You would be incorrect on that.
Yeah, I don't think it's now. The finish on this is not a rye.
And I'm giving you a price tag of $70 on this one.
Ooh. So the finish on this is not a rye. I don't get any mint or dill on that. But I thought I got up front. There's that sort of rye note, that rice baking spice, but it's not there. Hold on. I still get chocolate, big time chocolate on this, which I love in a whiskey. And you said $70.
Yeah,
See,
what are you thinking proof wise on this?
It drinks very easy, but the finish is very long on this. And I feel like I'm getting screwed on. I feel like you're trying to screw me. I feel like you're trying.
Look, I'm giving you some good
me.
stuff. Don't overthink it, dude. Tell me what you got.
It's not an extremely long finish, but it's there. It's warming down. There's a cinnamon bite to it. It's a bit of oak. That chocolate cherry, though, I love this. This may be my favorite of the three.
Okay.
God,
I'll tell you right now. I figured it would be. By the way,
this is definitely my favorite of the three. It fits the plate favorite. I love that chocolate cherry in bourbons. I don't know. That comes out a lot. I don't know what causes that, but it does. You say $70. I'm definitely going. I said 100 for Old Barton. I do 120 for this. 125 probably. I might pay more than that, but I'm going high on this one. High.
Right.
Buy. If you give it to $7, I'm buying it all day, and I'm probably going to be screwed again.
You wouldn't have to pay that much, but this is a $60 bottle of whiskey.
I pay double it.
This is Baker's single barrel 7-year-old Baker's.
That. See, this is great because I've seen that and never picked it up.
And what did you say you thought the proof was on this?
I thought it was like 100 to 110.
Good. Yep, right there. 107 proof.
And that's my sweet spot. That's why I like it. Yeah.
Now this is high corn. This is like 13%, but there is 13% rye. The rest is malted barley. This is part of the small batch series, like with the knob.
I like that. I like Baker's. Evidently, I've never had a Baker's. I love it.
It gets lost in the sea of other bourbons that are this high in the price range, but it's very good. So,
Andy,
well
please
done on that one.
Open your third one.
Okay, all right. And by the way, somebody who was it? I think it was Muska just said she likes Utah, but she can't stand Ted Nugent. So not a Nugent fan.
Oh man, well. Sorry, but he's the madman. Andy, go ahead. Get the what do you the price on this one is $110.
110.
Yes. Right. I'm gonna sip on the Baker's 7, right? This is 7-year.
Yep. It's 8-year-old, I think. It says 8-year-old, 7-year minimum, but I think it's an 8-year-old.
Okay. So 110 on this one.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. What is he doing?
No, I'm just trying to get notes because I stuck it right in there, man. Got a little bit of a nostril burn on that. Hold on.
What does that tell you?
Yeah, it's got a little kick to it. This got some kick to it.
It's a big boy.
Yeah. This has got some heat.
Guys, stay tuned for this. I hope nobody's left. Where's Marty? Where's Jody? Where's my whiskey guys? Marty. Marty, stay tuned for this. Where's my whiskey guys? I can't wait to hear what he says about this. I can't wait to hear what he says about this. I hope all my whiskey guys that are here stay tuned. This is now
you're making me nervous. I've done well until I'm going to completely drop the ball on this one.
I've been waiting 2 days to show you this. All right, Bourbon Bounty, good. Stick around. Bourbon Junkies are on right now. I guarantee you they don't have what Andy's drinking right now. I'm giving you clues all over the place, Andy. All over the place.
I'm too dumb to figure that out, but hold on.
There's Robot Scott. Robot Scott, you certainly. I'm glad you're here. Whiskey people, stay tuned. Everybody, especially my whiskey people, though.
Well, it's hot. That thing's got some heat jumping on it.
This is the biggest proof you'll have.
I
jumped up big time.
I will say
this increased in proof. That was the commonality.
Well, this one feels like about $1.20, $1.25. This is a big boy.
Maybe a little higher than that. It's higher than that. I can tell you right now.
Whew.
I'm glad Scott's here. I'm glad Marty's here. I'm glad Bourbon Bounty's here. I wish I had more whiskey. I love everybody that's here. 35 people, but I've been talking to. Oh, I just gave it away.
Well, actually, yeah, I would say it's probably even higher than that.
Yeah, it's a big.
This is about $1.35 or so. This is a big whiskey.
Big.
Definitely got a little bit of age to it, I think, but it's still aggressive. So I don't know, like 4 or 5, probably about five years old, something like that.
110.
110 what?
$110.
Dollars, yeah. Got a little bit of rye, a little spicy back end. It's got a nice long finish on this.
The finish is the best. The finish is so long.
I like it though. I actually would like this.
I knew you'd love this. You should love this. You should love every minute of that. It's the best whiskey you've tasted tonight.
Well, actually, it is. I'd pay $115 for that thing. That's.
Are you ready to do a review of Stag Junior 16?
You got it?
I got it. You
did buy it.
Andy just reviewed blind Stag Junior 16.
Well,
Murphy's Liquor had it for $110.
There you go.
I got it yesterday. I kept it quiet from you because I wanted it for this. And look how much I've drank of it already. Actually, 2 days ago I got it. I've drank that much of it and gave you a pour. Stag Junior 16 is phenomenal. It's not worth $300. I looked for another bottle. I was searching for more.
That's good stuff.
How good is that? There
that's
it is.
Excellent.
You suck. Look at Rob. You suck. Holy smokes. Stag Junior 16.
Well done getting that bottle, dude.
I've got it. So this is
that's a kicker, man.
When can you come over and review this? We need to get this up as soon as possible. You guys are seeing this is.
I still have your other 2 bourbons. This is gone. That was
how good is that?
That's
good is Stag 16? It's oaky.
The thing is,
right? It's got
you
oak
need to get through with something that big. You got to get through the first sip or 2.
130.9 proof. It's a bomb.
That's a big boy.
I found it. Murphy's for $110. I was so happy. It was it. They had one. I got it. It was up in Bottom Holland. I got it. But there's other places.
You know what I'm more impressed with than the bourbon itself?
Yeah.
The fact that you had the restraint not to call me and said, I found it, because I can't.
Yep.
I'm blown away by the fact
I saved it for this stream. I didn't tell anybody. It killed me not to put on social media. I have Stag Junior. Look how much I drank.
That's good.
Stag Junior 16, guys. You just saw this. This is one of the most sought after bourbons right now in this time. We have Andy just reviewed it. Andy, the oak. I thought this was really oaky. It's not cherry forward. There is some cherry there, but it's oaky.
And going back to some of the Stags, because they're all really high, they do hit you in the mouth. I mean, they're gut punches, but in a good way. Like I like that. It's got a good finish. I'm digging every bit of that. That's good stuff.
So Andy, can you come over this week to review this?
I think I can make arrangements at this point. I think that might be something we have to do.
There you go, Andy.
So, that was fun.
So
guys, that was our
guys. That's on the table for super chats. I will give you a 1 ounce pour of Stag Junior 16.
Yep. So that was our first edition of What Would You Pay?
Whiskey.
I thought
There
that was
we go.
fun, but well, we'll bring people on for their band. Get back to the bands. I thought there was other bands that I would talk about real quick locally. I wish Sam from Outdoors in Maryland was here. Child's Play, Andy. Locally for us, that was a huge band.
Child's Play, I would in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We've talked about having some old members possibly join us on this show at some point in time. Just a killer band that came out at the wrong time with a front man that, again, alcohol took him, just like Janie. Reminded me of Janie in a lot of ways with the vocal range, the singing ability, just really, really good. That's it. So Child's Play. The other one, Todd, I'm going to tell you, you had one that you didn't talk about today.
Yep.
That I'm surprised you didn't bring up when you said arcade. For those of you, if you want to go obscure, if you have any glam fans out there,
Stephen Piercy of Rat.
Stephen Piercy and Fred Curry, who I believe just
passed away
from
Cinderella.
From Cinderella, was with him. They started a group called Arcade. It was heavier, kind of.
Oh, Cry No More is amazing. One of the best ballads of all time.
Yeah. And and it's funny. I never thought, and that's the only thing that I've ever heard by them that was soft, because the other albums are just straight through. That's one of those start to finish. I think those two albums are better than almost anything that Rat's done. It's that good. But anyway,
it's debatable. But
Old Stadium, and the other one I'll throw out, Todd, is Baton Rouge. No one's heard of them. I would love to have seen them live.
Oh, there you go. Walk Like a Woman.
Absolutely would love for the Stag. So there's Catherine's in for the Stag. So Todd, do you have everybody kind of lined up here?
I don't. I'm going to start entering you in. There's Catherine. Okay. Oh, there you go. Catherine, you're in for $5. You'll get 5 entries into the Stag. You get the Def Leppard and also a selection of these other bourbons we've drank tonight.
So
Stag is and I will give a 1 ounce pour of Stag Junior 16 to anybody, plus the Def Leppard beer, plus a bunch of other beer whiskeys.
And I got the Lone Whisker, which is
Lone Whisker.
You'll
Lone
never.
Whisker.
I guarantee you, hardly anyone's ever going to find that. It's just that. So
there you go, Catherine.
That's $150 bottle of whiskey, and we got the other good stuff. And watch someone love that very old Barton too, more than anything else. Because Todd, that was just a killer pour. That was so good. It's great. It's a great pour. It's really, really good.
The Baker's was my favorite though, Andy. But I gave you E.H. Taylor and Stag Junior 16. So I win tonight.
Yep. So Groovy is in. I'm glad Groovy's here. He hasn't been commenting too much.
Where's Groovy? Groovy, I gave you. You reviewed Stag Junior 5th. What one did you give him?
Groovy had batch 12, which was an amazing batch.
Oh,
we said the last pour we had with him, which ended up being a fun night, because then we got on to Clouds and Stouts afterwards, if I'm not mistaken.
Groovy is having the after party. So Groovy, if you want
to. See, I called you out, Jimmy, and he said, I'm back. I know. It's all right. You know what? They were bourbon junkies. They're like, you know what? There's a better channel going on.
Is that what it was?
That's what they're doing. These guys are going to try and hit it with the big boys, and they can't do it.
Well,
so that's all
right. Does bourbon junkies have Stag Junior 16? They may actually have Stag Junior, so I don't know. They probably do.
they had it sent them before it came. I mean, trust me.
They probably have it.
You know. It's all good. We're messing with you.
We're just I love bourbon junkies. They're amazing.
All right. Considering I didn't bring anything over from the other one, because I'm still trying to figure out how to cross brands here. I don't even have the intro for the 2 minutes with 210, but let's do 2 minutes with 210. And instead of doing that, I'll show a different clip that I did bring over.
Because my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours.
So if you would like to come up and tell us what we may have missed tonight, or who had the better night, because we still have to find out. You guys can start throwing out that as well. The better night, you can vote Todd or Andy. Who had the better night tonight? Who had the bands you wanted to see?
I got Stag 16 for everybody
you're selling Stag 16. The Lone Whisker is the more expensive and tougher to find.
Wrong. It's not as good. Sounds good.
But take into account the whole body of work. We're talking about the bands, the music, who did better on the whiskey tasting. But hey, whatever. You know what?
It's true.
And then we will, we'll take a victory sip or whatever. And
true.
Jimmy hasn't been here and he still voted for Todd. That's not fair. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Jimmy.
So did Groovy. They're not allowed on here anymore.
They are totally allowed on here.
Did you put the link up? People want to come up?
I did, but nobody's clicking it, so I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, let's see. Maybe people don't even see people. You know what? If we don't have a top 10, people are like, you know what? We're not bothering with you guys anymore, which is fine. We'll head over to, but we will also see.
I have to see who wins the Def Leppard Pale Ale. and the amazing Stag Junior sample plus other ones. I mean, come on. We have E.H. Taylor. We have Old Ezra 7. We have Barton 7. What did you give me that I love so much?
Very old Barton, man. Very old Barton.
Very old Barton. But no, you had the Baker's 7. Baker's 8.
The Baker's 7, the single barrel, which is really good.
B Lady, I'm putting her in for 10. B Lady's in for 10 entries. I hope
putting B Lady in for 10. Melissa's got the count up, Todd.
Oh, what is it? Oh, Melissa's here.
I had 2 greens and no reds. Todd, you had 2 greens and 1 red. So look at that.
Oh no, I lose.
How different does that sound than when we had back? You have 48 greens and 13 reds. I mean, we'll have to work with that. We'll have to work on our way to put more interaction with that. But hey,
dang it. Oh well.
This was, I thought this was fun tonight. So we talked a lot about, I think the idea of the concert stuff was fun, like who you'd like to see. The other thing is too, next week, let's plug this now, Todd. Yeah. We're gonna have Mark and Sherry Carter from Old Carter on for you whiskey guys out there and non-whiskey people out there. Trust me, you're not gonna want to miss this. They are amazingly creative and just interesting people from wine to writing books to starting a distillery. These guys are just about as cool as you're going to get. So that's kind of fun. We're gonna have them on next week, which will be cool. Now look, this is kind of funny, but considering he gave us a hard time, he's going to be the first guest of our new stream. So
who is it?
Dad, thanks for chiming in. Looks like you may be one of the only ones who appreciated us tonight. So, but that's okay. We like the new format that we're going with. So, did you watch? I guess you watched. What'd you think?
I think it was pretty good. You guys,
thanks for chiming in. Looks like you may be one of the only ones. You got mute what's in the background.
Oh no.
Yeah, I missed this. He did this lesson. Whatever your window's open that you were watching us on, mute that one.
I did it.
There you go. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my dad's here.
Did I do all right? Okay.
You did perfect. That's perfect.
No, I thought you guys did a pretty good job. I mean, of course, I wouldn't see any of those bands that you talked about because they don't interest me.
What bands would you talk about, Mr. John? Come on.
Well,
how about Otis Redding?
No. There's only one band. There's only one band that I want to see, and I'd pay a lot of money to see it. And I'd like to bring it back. It's called Second Story.
Oh, no, Andy. Oh, how much would you pay for that, Mr. John?
What? I pay $100 to see.
Wow, Andy. We could make some money on that.
I wish I had that clip right now, Todd, that I could bring in. Actually, I might actually have it. That's the funniest thing in the world. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. So, Todd, you want to tell them what Second Story is?
Well, that is Andy and Tony, his other son, and Mr. John's other son. Famous band that played at a bar in Baltimore twice.
No, more than twice. It was 3 times.
Oh, 3 times. Sorry.
3 times. Right.
Canton Station. We were the house that Canton Station built. Like Hammerjacks was the house that Kicks built.
There you go. All right, you're better. I'm entering names.
So
you guys rocked. I tell you.
No, that was fun. So B-Lade's the Second Story band. Second Story is the name of the band that my brother and I were in. We did cover songs of 80s and 70s rock songs and actually some 90s stuff.
So Andy can sing and play guitar, but he doesn't put that out here. He can.
I can. I don't always put that out there. You're right.
It's been a while though, right? It's been a while since you've
I still play. I haven't played live in how many years has it been now?
Andy, did you take a guitar and vocal lessons from Steve Whiteman?
That's right. I did take guitar and vocal lessons from Steve Whiteman.
Who else took vocal and guitar lessons from Steve Whiteman? Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm.
Yeah, from Hailstorm.
So you're as good as Hailstorm.
Yeah, I made it almost as far. But
just saying.
No, that's pretty funny. I can't for the life of me find this stinking thing. Anyway, I'll try and find that clip. That's pretty funny.
You gotta find it. I think everybody would really enjoy it. They really would.
We showed it once.
It's on here. I don't remember what I labeled it as, which is kind of funny. But I know it's on here. Let me see if I can go through here. But you know what, Dad? You were at all of our shows, and so
yeah, right.
You know, we got to thank
all 3 of them.
Todd give me a hard time. I got to tell you. Hold on one second.
I know you wanted to be. I know you wanted to be a part.
Yeah, he wouldn't even let me be the road.
Here we go, Todd. Oh, let's see if I can. There's Todd.
That's right.
Playing a little Richie Sambora there too. You know?
Yeah.
There you go. All,
That was me.
all the people getting ready to rock out.
There's Andy.
How old is it, Todd, that we're in black and white?
Pretty old. We're buffering pretty bad now. Just to get back home. Wanna steal. This is that crowd. Wanted. I think it was me.
There you go. So
there you go.
people.
Great, Andy. There it is.
So there you go. That is Second Story playing live. So there you go, Dad. I pulled that out. And the keyboard player right there. There's Tony with Second Story.
There it is.
Who says way better than Nirvana. So there you go.
There it is.
Oh
man.
Well, thanks, Dad.
Guys, I can't top that, so I'm going to drop off. But I just thought everybody would enjoy seeing you guys and listening to Second Story. Bring it back, guys.
Tony always said one of these days we'll do it again. So we'll see.
We just need a drummer and a bass player.
That's right.
Hey, we can get.
So
I don't play drums. I can't do either, but I can be a roadie. How's that?
Elizabeth, that was actually my brother in the background with the blonde hair. That's not Todd. That was Tony. So
he had highlights.
So that's kind of funny though. Hey, Dad, thanks for coming on. That's awesome. You got to call live and you get to come on live. That was great. You made our first show special.
I will say this: we have
outside of Elvis, that was it, right?
Yeah,
outside of Elvis live, that was it. Second Story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Humphrey for 5 minutes.
Thanks, Dad.
I got to get Humphrey from guys. We have only 75 entries.
Hey, thanks, Dad. Appreciate you.
This is it. We have 75 entries. This is not many for the Stag Junior, Def Leppard Pale Ale, and all the other bourbons we drank tonight. You're gonna get a sample of. This is a great. I'm surprised, but it's all good.
It's all good. In the meantime, I know he's been dying to give us a quick update.
Okay,
Mr. Fulton, what's going on with your sunglasses, buddy? Tell you.
Hey, how you doing?
You wearing sunglasses at night again?
Well, I've got some news for you.
What you got?
Well, I've got a call tomorrow morning for the movie theater, and they're going to give me a call in the morning, and I got to get up super early, and they're going to interview me and see if I get a job.
What?
So,
to get a job, that's great, man.
Working at a movie theater. Yeah,
that would be great. Right. That sounds like a great job.
There you go.
Now, where do you live again?
Indiana.
Oreo. Give 5 for Eileen. So Eileen, Andy, you got to call these out, dude.
I'm also taking care of the chat here. I'll tell you what, Mr. Fold. Next time I'm driving through Indiana, you're gonna have to let me know if you get that job, and you can hook me up. So
get some MGP juice.
I can see maybe sneak in and see a double feature or something. I'll have to say, I'll have a hookup. I know Mr. Fulton, and he's going to give me the special, the special treatment when I get in there. That's awesome. Hey, good luck with that, man.
All right, Eileen.
And I get to watch 3 movies this time. So
thank you, Oreo.
Well,
look at me.
Best of luck, buddy. You'll have to let us know next week how it went. All right.
All right, I will.
Cheers, brother.
Take care, guys.
I can't believe it. Stag Junior 16 and E.H. Taylor small batch, Old Ezra 7. What did you have for Old Barton? I gave you much better whiskeys. By the way.
Hold on one second. Oh, hey, Moose Cow, go ahead and give me a quick. Let me make sure that's you, and then we'll pull you on real fast.
I will just say, and then Def Leppard Pale Ale. All right, so we're gonna go. There's
Christina.
All right, Christina. All right, so this is your last chance. We're gonna bring on Moose Cow, and then we're gonna do this.
Todd, don't worry. What we got?
That's right. Let's go.
Christina, what's going on? How are you?
I'm great.
Did you have fun tonight?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad. That makes me happy. I'm glad you guys had a good time.
So how far are you in that book?
Oh, how far? Oh, I am only on page. I will tell you right now because I only started the other day. I'm on page 56, so
wow.
I'm early on.
I only finished the foreword.
Okay, well I read that and I was like, my gosh, that was like my whole childhood summed up in 2 pages.
I'm gonna tell a quick story and then I'll tell you the band I want to see.
Okay,
you know I work in a public library.
Oh,
okay.
Did not know that.
Okay, so I saw that book. And last week, I was going to recommend that book to you, Andy, because the first thing I do when I see books, I usually think to myself, I'm going to check this book out. But I thought that you would love that book for some reason. I was surprised that you had it on your show because I was going to tell you about it. You know, in the after party.
Yeah, that's all. When I saw that you said I'm reading that, and I think Elizabeth said that too, I was like, "That's so cool that you guys are reading the same thing." Because I saw this, and I said, "I gotta get it." So it's fun because it's just like a collection of interviews. They're kind of streamed together, but there's a timeline to it, and there's backstories that it almost puts you in the mindset of it starts off, Todd, you'd love this, with how Van Halen was basically signed by Kiss, and they were the opening act for a band that was supposed to be the one that was hired. And Gene Simmons left after Van Halen. Was like, I don't care who's out on after them, even though they're the headliners, we're done.
Yes.
And that's how Van Halen came to be. And they said you'll never make it with the name Van Halen. Never make it. Like he wanted to change his name to something crazy. What was it, Christine? Like something Spiders or something goofy.
I think so.
And they said, no, we're going to stay with Van Halen. Later on, Don Dokken would change. They call themselves Dokken. Bon Jovi would become John Bon Jovi, become Bon Jovi. It caught on. So those names came from, again, Van Halen's influence. Kind of cool. It's a great book so far. I'm loving it. But Christina, you were saying, like, what band then was that leading you into?
Okay. So what band do I really want to see? All right. I have to tell a story.
Oh, all right, go for it.
Okay. You know how I love alternative rock?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm from Illinois. So one of the bands that is from Illinois is the Smashing Pumpkins. And the big newspaper we have is the Chicago Tribune.
Yes.
And I'll never forget this. It was in 2000. And I pulled up the article because I wanted to make sure that I actually remembered correctly. And it's from May 24th, 2000. So that puts me at about 21 years of age. And I always wanted to see the Smashing Pumpkins live. But I was
Smashing Pumpkins.
But I was not allowed to go to concerts and whatnot.
Interesting.
Because my parents were too traditional. So I had to wait until I was a grown-up. But I missed every time that they came to town because I just never knew. So when I opened the newspaper that day and I read that article, I just burst into tears because I'm like, I'm an adult now and I could actually see the band, but they're breaking up because the article says Smashing Pumpkins to break up, Corgan says.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Was the first time they broke up.
Okay.
And I really wanted to see them prior because the bassist, the girl, Darcy, she was in the band originally. And then she left about 99.
Yeah.
So because they come from my not my neighborhood, but a few towns over, Billy Corgan was growing up. That's why I'm attached to this band.
That's awesome.
There you go.
And I'll tell you a little fun fact. In high school, we had this thing called homeroom, and it was like where we stayed for like, I don't know, like a period.
We had it too, Christina, because Todd sat behind me because our last names were a letter apart.
Okay, so you know what it is. All right.
That's true. Not a letter. We had the same last name.
Pretty much,
cool.
C and C.
So get this, fellas. My teacher said out of the blue one day, he goes, you know the band The Smashing Pumpkins? He says, I knew Billy Corgan's brother, Kevin.
Nice. Kevin Corrigan.
Because my teacher grew up around where Billy Corgan
That's nice.
lived.
There you go.
So you see, I get attached to.
And you never saw
bands.
them live.
No, I never saw them live.
So that's
because
that's her. I wish now.
And
That's
then
why
they
it's her.
broke up.
I thought they were still playing though. He's
Yeah,
in there breaking up.
But the problem is, it's not the original lineup with the girl.
Oh,
And I
well,
wanna
that's still
see-
Billy Corrigan, and it's the girl's not the bass player.
No,
girls.
that's the thing, Todd. This is what
I
you
get it,
want to go
I get
back and see. This is
I
Christina's
get it.
wanna
That's
go
what I'm
back and
getting
see.
at.
All right, I
Yes.
get it. I get it. I
And
get it. I get it.
that's just like me. And I
All
also
right.
want to see in concert. I think it would have been fun if I was old enough at the time
Yeah.
when Poison was in its heyday.
Oh well, we saw. Yeah. Hell
No,
yeah.
I can tell you, they were great back in the day. When and you know, Poison was a little bit like Janie Lane with CC DeVille. You wanted to get CC sober, and CC was not always sober. He was
Look at
out of his
Chatty-O.
gorge a lot.
Look at Chatty-O.
I've seen them
The phrase
now.
from my area, and that's why Denver sucks.
Have you seen him now? Too?
I only the last time I saw them was on Howard Stern. Billy Corrigan was on Howard Stern with his band Tiny Pumpkins. They sounded good, but
Todd always liked him because Billy Corrigan's bald too, and he's like, it's either our
That's
bald
true.
rock stars. So
That's true.
he always got
Hey,
excited. About
real
that.
quick,
I thought that was great.
last chance for the Stag Junior 16. We've
Yep,
got
we're rolled out, and
you're gonna win for
Marty,
Super
we
Chat.
see you.
Thanks,
Jimmy,
Super Chat.
stick around. We're getting to you.
All
in
right,
one
Moose
second.
Cow. Anybody else? We've got other people to get to.
Okay.
Hey, Christina, I'm glad you had fun. That's the most you've gotten excited about talking since you've been on here for a while. That
That's
makes me
true.
happy. That's fantastic. So
We
rock
love that
on,
you love
Christina.
music.
That was
Thanks.
cool.
And I'll show my face next time.
All right, there you go.
Fair enough.
Sounds
always,
good.
always a
Sounds
pleasure,
good.
Christina. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, there's Raven the Blackbird, and if Groovy was here, he would say, "You know what?
Well, we don't say that on this show,
All
but
right,
you know,
let's
we do
bring
say.
on- I can't
we
wait to
say
bring on-
hello to our dear friend Marty. What's going on?
Marty.
Whiskey knows what's going on, man.
Marty, what's up, brother?
Guys, man, I couldn't stand it being in the background. I had to jump on, man.
Hey.
what a great new lineup of streams.
Hey,
Awesome,
rock and
guys.
roll and Stag Junior 16, Marty. You want some of
Glad
this?
you liked it, man. Glad you liked it.
Yeah, I've got Stag is my and Jenny's favorite, so that is our go-to bottle all the time. So yeah,
16's fire, Marty.
Those
Once
of you who
find it-
don't know, by the way, Marty's channel, Whiskey Knows, good channel, good dude,
Please
knows
throw-
his whiskey. So
Somebody throw him out in the chat real quick
Yeah,
because I
somebody
want
put
him to
that
get
out there. Yeah.
Where are you at right now,
Thanks,
Marty? What are you at subscriber wise? We want to get you up a little
I
bit.
am about 12 away from 400.
Come on, let's get him to 400 then.
You
What
need-
the
you
hell?
need-
That's
let's keep
ridiculous.
pushing because he's got a
Somebody put his link in the
great,
chat right
great
now.
channel, fun
There's
live
32
streams. I was
people.
on the night that you had your buddy going liquor hunting from store to store. You had the
Oh,
camera
great.
with you, and
That's
I was
great.
dying
Yeah.
laughing.
Yeah,
It was
that's being-
entertaining as could be.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
per
great.
being, man. He's in upstate New York, so that makes it even better because people will tell him, what do you know, he'll walk around and he'll be videoing and
There
people
it
will
is.
walk up to him.
Thank you, Shane.
Yeah, Saucy Shane. Thank you, brother. People
Come
will
on,
walk
guys.
up
Get to him.
and-
Get him up there. Come on.
Saucy,
Yeah,
where are
thank
you,
you,
man?
guys.
Come on up, Saucy. I miss talking to Saucy.
But
I'm just saying.
people will go up to Ben while he's doing those streams in the store and be like, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "I'm just showing your prices, man." They're like, "Well, can you go?" And Ben goes, "Are you ashamed of your prices?"
Well, I tell you
So
what.
it's-
I
it's
walked
kinda
into a
funny.
store today, Marty, and I said to the guy, I said, "Look, you guys," I said, "How many times have you heard this? You got any Stag?" And he goes, "Not as much today as it did last Tuesday." So I don't want to actually punch you in the
There
face.
you
like I
go.
wanted
Look
to
at that.
punch all the other
Patreon.
guys in the face.
Thank you,
I'm like,
Douglas.
look,
Look at
All right,
Patreon.
Thank you,
You got
guys.
it.
Thank you.
He's
That's
great
awesome.
too.
Patreon, but Patreon's a good person to have in your
Yes.
corner. Good person.
Thank you.
Look at that, Chatty-O. There you go, Chatty-O.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
So I know that you're a whiskey guru, but I got to ask you before we talk some juice. You're also a rock guy. So tell me
You know
what.
that.
Tell me what bands, because I know you're liking the glam format too. But what bands would you have loved to have seen? You wish you could kind of go back and see.
It really it's a broad spectrum for me.
Okay.
Somebody I would like to have seen live would have been Johnny Cash.
Ooh, Johnny Cash.
I think
Wow.
Johnny Cash would have been
Good call.
interesting. Yeah, especially after him and June Carter got together. I think he had more of a relaxed just, here it is. I'm welling at it, dude. Take it for what it's worth. I love Johnny for that aspect. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Led Zeppelin in the day?
Oh, that's a good call. Nobody said that tonight.
That's a good.
That's a great call. It's a great
Thank you,
call.
Catherine. I think another great band too would have been AC/DC with Bon Scott.
That would have been cool to see.
Bon Scott would have been something. Hey, Mike Stahl, guys, if you've not subscribed to Live Wire Whiskey, please go do so.
Oh, heck yeah, there he is.
Yeah, and I don't know what the hell Mike's spelling, but
Hey, Mike Stahl, we got a little Stag Junior 16 tonight.
Yeah, we sipped on the 16. It was actually a great pour. Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews is also here. What's going on?
There we go.
Todd,
there we go.
I don't know who won tonight, but I am going to pour me a little bit out of my.
No, I don't know either. Yeah, we could. Who had the better night, Andy or Todd? Well, when our next guest, Ojisan, comes up, I'm going to drink the obligatory.
Hey, thanks. So good night to my dad. You know what? You made my night, Dad. Thanks.
So we're giving away
a
pour of the Stag Junior 16 that just came out. It's fire. It's complete fire.
There. Yeah, we're gonna give that away. Let's add to the stream. What's going on, Jimmy?
There he is,
Jimmy and Marty. I don't know if you guys have met before, but all right, good.
Yeah, I know Jimmy.
Hold on, here I am. Bam. What's up?
What's going on, brother?
What'd you think, Jimmy? Did you like it tonight? I know it's not.
I liked it, man. I think your segments.
Nice.
100%. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your segments need to be a little bit more defined, but I dig the whole format, man.
Well, it's first time.
We were so regimented before that this is loose for me, but we'll get
I'm
there
telling
over
you,
time.
You got to get into segments, cutaways, man.
Thanks,
Matt.
Well, you don't like the whiskey with the rock roll. You want them different, then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Back and forth. Now, tell me, Jimmy. What are you sipping on tonight? I don't know.
I am sipping on this here, straight from Robot Stuff. It's a green label McCormick.
Oh, he said that to you. He said it to you.
No, he didn't send it to me. I went and found it. And you know what? And for you connoisseurs, it is $18 for a 7.
18. It's like $10 more.
So look at that, Todd. That's $18, and I showed you the very old Barton. I was like, dude, that's a steal. That's a good. Marty, have you had this just for like an everyday?
I love that whiskey. I love
it. Very old Barton.
Very old Barton, man. Very old Barton. And here's what's crazy, guys, is 90% of the stores you go into, it's on the bottom shelf.
Yeah.
And that is a hitter along with the.
I loved it.
There was another one. Oh shit.
The green label is not like the old tan labels. It is a little bit sweeter. I'm telling you, I'm being 100% serious. You guys have put me on the right path, I wouldn't lie to you guys.
Good.
The green label is a notch above the standard McCormick's. It is a little bit. It's not great. It's not a good whiskey.
Well, but Jimmy, it's whiskey though, right?
It is whiskey. It is 80.
The standard McCormick's is not exactly whiskey.
Now, this is whiskey. It does not have that.
You guys don't mind?
It does not have that smooth hazelnut finish, but
all right, Marty. Jimmy, I'll rap with you later about like the StreamYard because I don't know how to pull the stuff from. There's a new branding thing where you can pull stuff in. I'm still playing with it, figuring that out. But if you win this, by the way, Todd, look at the color on this puppy. This is the Lone Whisker. This is the 12-year-old.
Lone Whisker was great. That's $200 whiskey.
This is this is an expensive whiskey.
Look at the color on this. It's almost exactly the same.
Look at Marty. Put Marty up. Hold on.
Now that's Marty. That's just called showing off. Hold on, but we're gonna pull you up anyway. Hold on.
Crap.
Look at that. Hold on. Let me pull this out. By the way, Mike, I saw Tesla in concert too. They are fantastic.
That's 210. Oh, that stinks because the 210 rock.
So earlier tonight on the pre-party, Scott asked me because he's trying to start a new bourbon show, and he was asking us for titles, and I said bourbon bedtime stories, and he didn't want it. So I'm stealing it. Bourbon bedtime stories is fixing to be something I'm going to do.
Well, there's Scott that just gave you that idea.
Well, there's Scotty too, Hottie. There he is.
Hey, Scott, how do you like that I got it's at Murphy's in Baltimore Highlands? I got it for, $110.
I don't even think he knows he's on right now.
He doesn't. Scott, you're up. Scott has no idea he's on.
Well, when people don't know they're on, then we do this.
All right, Marty, what do you have for Stag Junior?
Then
Marty,
we do that. There we go. See now,
he has no idea he's
on.
There
he is.
There he is.
Going on, guys.
Scott, I got the Stag Junior, brother.
I see that.
What's your proof, Todd?
130.6, 130.9, 130.9. Right between 14 and 15, I think.
There's 131.1 bottle open.
There's 127.9. We'd probably kill it.
Well, let's do it. Let's do a little Stag Junior. Here we go, Andy. I'm sorry you don't have any more, but
no, I don't. I'm going to have to go after the lone whisker here. But
Hey, Scott, have you cracked that green label open yet? That green label.
I have not, but I'm glad you found a bottle.
I'm telling you to step up. It's not the whiskey flavored vodka. It's pretty good. It's
probably
not,
a Stag.
Mike, you're the best, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Hey,
That's
Mike,
awesome.
Mike, you're entered into the contest for a Def Leppard Pale Ale and Stag Junior,
It's
E.H.
been a while.
Taylor.
It's been a while since we played. Let's play it. That's awesome. Thank you. Well, I got to tell you,
Here it goes.
Hold on.
There he is.
I entered Mike Stahl's 5 entries. Hold on.
Enter Mike in. Go ahead. It's on you there, Marty.
Marty, what are you drinking, buddy?
This
Which-
is the 131.1.
But what, you know which batch that is?
I'd have to look up my sheet.
131.1. Okay. I don't know what that is. Scott, what do you have?
127 points.
Sorry, Daniel. Loud one
9.
next time. Have you on.
120 what?
That's
Point
awesome.
9. 127.9.
Oh, sorry. 127. So the 16 is 130.9. It's fire. It's more oaky, I think, than cherry. The new one. I know the previous batch has been more cherry forward. This one, it still has it, but to me, the oak is there. I absolutely love how Scott, you'll love it. I have to give you. I mean, you'll find it, but I went to a couple places. It's ridiculous.
This is batch 11. Yeah, I only found it 2 places for 250, and I was like,
it's ridiculous, right? Yeah.
Batch 11's the
for
one.
250. I spent it on an old Carter instead. So
there you go. There it is. Next week, Gold Carter.
Gold Carter's coming on. You guys don't want to see it. All right, hold on. Daniel, turn your sound down. Warning. Patreon wants another rock on, so turn it down. Did we lose Jimmy? What happened to Jimmy?
I don't know. I can't see anything. I see the wheel.
We lost Jimmy.
You can't see anything. I can't feel anything. So it's
there you go.
Even better.
Well, hey, cheers to Stag Junior. How about that? Let's do that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Todd, speaking of which, do you want to roll the?
Let's do it.
You want to do that now? Let's do the drawing for our big winner tonight.
Stag Junior, E.H. Taylor, Old Ezra. Andy, what do you have over there? You have.
So you get E.H. Taylor.
Yep.
You get Stag Junior. You're going to get Old Ezra. So right there, 3 phenomenal bourbons. Then you're going to get Lone Whisker, which I guarantee none of
Chatio with 5 more. Hold on.
You're very Old Barton, and you're going to get the Baker Singer Barrel. That's a hell of a.
This is batch 15.
So that's great.
Right. Chatio with 5 more. Hold on.
Chatio 5 more. And then I don't know. Scott's taking us on a tour or something. We're going to get ready to go over there. I don't know if Groovy is doing anything afterwards or not, but we can always send you over there.
I thought he was.
Hey guys, I'm at $3.95. Thank you all so
Come on,
much.
hey, get ready.
Right. Let's get to 400. That'd be great.
Andy, there's whiskey. Hey, Whiskey Throttle. We've got Stag Junior. We're sipping all night, and Scott's going to his show. What happened to? Oh man, I tell you what, Jimmy's missing this. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's Groovy. Groovy's there. Hey, Groovy.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm sorry, Groovy. No, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, because some things do come with me, including this. Groovy.
Groovy, baby.
There he is.
I had to
There
make
he
it-
is.
I had to
There
make
he
it
is.
proper,
There he is.
just for you. I had to make it proper. Come on now. So
Well, ahoy, everybody.
ahoy
What's up,
there.
buddy?
So now
I don't have no fancy schmancy Stag Junior.
Well,
I
you
got
can
some-
tried it though. You tried.
You can win
tried
it. You can win some Stag.
I put in for the Stag, but right
He
now I'm
did.
drinking this Texas Ranger whiskey blend that my dad recommended, and it's a cheap whiskey, but I'm telling you right now, it's freaking delicious.
There it
That's
is.
good. Oh, now
Whoa,
look at this.
whoa,
Look at
here we
it.
go.
We're back to the Blair
Thanks
Witch
for rubbing it
Project
in.
here.
Thanks
Oh,
for
here we
Look
go.
at this.
Here we go. This is good
There's a
stuff.
player. Now we
If
got
you
a player.
guys want to,
If you want to rob somebody,
Marv,
that's the
Harry, if
person
you're
to
looking
rob.
for the Silver
Exactly.
Tuna House on the block,
Wait.
if you want to go ahead,
Go
and
down.
hit it
Go
up, this is
down.
the
There's
one.
Blanton's. Go down to the bottom. There's Weller Antique, about 10 of them. There's special. What do you got below? Oh my
Look at that
god!
Elijah Craig. Those old Elijah
Look at the old
Craigs.
Elijah Craig's, man.
Come
Oh,
on.
there's a Master's Keep in the corner. He's got
Old
the Wild
Feds.
Turkey there.
Heaven Hills.
He's got the 6-year Heaven Hill that he wouldn't get. I tried like hell to get that 6-year from him that you can only get in Kentucky, and he basically told me no.
Victor's 10.
There's an old Fitz.
Look at
Look
this.
at that stuff.
Guys, there's more. Scott, show it off. Show it off, Scott. Come
Scott, I want the Victor's 10.
on. Nope, that ain't happening.
Look at them. There's
Rock Hill Farms.
Blends.
About 10 of those.
Where
There's
the
an
heck is
Elmer
he shopping?
T is right there. He's got Stag, Michter's, the Foolproof 1972.
Unbelievable.
Look at
There's
this,
more.
man.
There's more though. He's not showing you it all. Can you
Look
hear
what
us?
Mike Stahl
Oh,
said.
Oh,
Mike
there's
Stahl
more.
nailed it.
Whiskey
What
Thrall.
did
We
Mike
got.
Stahl say?
We're up, man. If you wanna jump on, here we go, dude. I'll give you the.
Buffalo Trace
Come on up.
Pornography. Booker.
Look at all this E.H. Taylor. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. This is what we and Andy went down to. Where is Jimmy? Jimmy left us. I thought Jimmy would have like a. He might die if he saw all this.
Todd,
I'm pretty sure he's watching.
Todd, what's your dominant notes on this Stag?
Uh,
'Cause they're close. They're all close.
Listen, to me, it's not as cherry forward as the previous ones. It's more
I don't
oak.
think so.
So this is, you can tell. I don't. What's the age statement on Stag Junior? I don't even
Daniel,
know.
you're gonna have to at this point, because I mean that's an impressive stash right there. But apparently, Whiskey Thrall's like, you know what, he might want to play in the big leagues here. So I don't know. The
Daniel H?
invitation's out there if you want to come on up and show us the.
Our unicorns are his bottom shelves. What? Daniel H. Oh.
Robot Scott, I'm just saying, I know you're coming to Texas soon, and I saw a lot of Stag
Junior. Yes, a lot of Stag Junior.
You know,
a lot of
I,
Stag Junior.
I too would have I'd have my unicorns on the bottom shelf, because if someone ever tipped at the top, that's a guaranteed break. You want that the good stuff at the bottom.
Yeah,
Just
I
in
drank
case it falls.
Yingling today, and I drank the last of my Angel's Envy. That's what I drank today. So I watch all that stuff, and it makes me sick.
Robot Scott, man, that's awesome, buddy. Thanks for
That's
doing
nice.
that.
Marty, real quick. Stag Junior 16. A lot of brown sugar oak.
Yeah, I get a lot of that on this
A
one.
lot of brown sugar oak.
15.
Sort of always a long finish. Cinnamon
there's
sweet.
A black pepper on the back end, heavy
100%.
on this 15.
Dude, this is one of the best whiskeys I've had all year. I mean, Andy, this is going to make our top 10 list without a doubt. Question is, does it knock off Old Carter?
No.
Well,
because of the heat,
No.
Todd. I think
No.
the heat is
Absolutely
higher on Stag Junior.
but it's
Even though they're
130
close,
proof. It's 130
well, they're-
It's
They're
130 proof.
close on the bottle. They're close
Not
on
even,
the bottle.
not even close, Todd. To knock off Old
Yeah,
Carter.
yeah, I
Look at
think
that.
Andy,
they're
not
close
even
to-
close is ridiculous for you to say that. That's
It's not ridiculous for me to say. Now,
It's
look,
ridiculous.
I know that you like a gut punch like Scotty, but
Throat
the Old Carter is so refined and just beautiful. There's no way I would.
I
support
agree.
it.
I agree.
No
Andy.
chance.
What is going on here? Do I have
No
some
chance.
like reflection or something going on here? I don't.
Up here.
I don't
No,
know what's
like-
going on.
It's like light rays coming down.
I know.
on me.
It's Andy.
That's
whatever we have.
that's the backdrop. I could probably.
Okay, I was like, I'm saying my light effects are not that awesome. I mean,
know. I don't know what's going on. Andy, it's been that way the whole night with us.
so
But-
Todd, I'm just saying with that Stag Junior,
Yes, sir.
I'll send. If I don't win, I'll send
All
you
right.
some money. And
All right, that sounds good. I have only a certain amount of this, and,
and
I'm
a
gonna
certain
find
amount should come to me, and I'll review it with you.
All right, there you go. All right, let's get to the winner then. How's that, Andy? Should we do that? Let's give it away.
We can do that. Live Wire Whiskey. What's going on?
There we
Yeah,
go.
good to-
Live
good to see
wire.
you. Yeah, welcome, man.
Seminole
Welcome.
Stag
Thank you, Mike. Thank you,
16.
Mike,
Stag
coming on,
16.
buddy.
All
I'm
right,
telling you,
Mike.
that Stag Junior
All right, so-
changed my life.
There you go.
When it came to whiskey, and when it came, I'm telling you, when I did that review with y'all, that was I like Buffalo Trace and all that stuff before. That Stag Junior opened up my palate, and it changed how I perceive whiskey and everything.
Amen,
it was
brother.
the most amazing thing I have had.
He had and Groovy, you had the batch 12, which is still one of my favorites.
Batch
that
12.
we had in a while. That's just a really good.
Marty, which
I'm never gonna find that again. I'm glad you got to share that with us because that's just a good
I've
good
got
whiskey.
the winter release, Todd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So-
y'all are
before
talking
you
random
got-
stuff. I have no idea what you're saying. I'm just saying. I
Will
want some.
stick with us. You will. Todd was a neophyte not too long ago as well,
Yes.
and now look at him.
I literally have spent the last week scouring every
Mike.
liquor store in my
now
area
he's
to
the
find
second most educated whiskey ball dude on our panel right now.
Now,
So
I
that-
did
think
find
about
a
that.
Stag Junior in the store, but they were asking way too much where I cannot pay.
Oh,
What
Andy,
were they
we have Saul
asking?
here.
Just curious.
What were they asking?
Yeah.
I think it was like, because it's a little store and they
Sure.
were not mainstream. It was like
You
it
have
was
Mike
like
here.
450 or something.
Oh
like
my
that.
God,
Like,
that's
fuck no.
ridiculous.
that's what I'm
Mike,
saying.
what's
It
up,
was
brother?
way
There he is.
above.
There's my man.
Mike,
What's up, guys?
how you
Have our
doing, brother?
whiskey in the house, guys.
I love it. Love
Good.
it.
Just wanted to stop by and say hi.
How are you
Hey,
doing,
man.
man?
Welcome
Cheers, brother.
anytime.
What are you sipping
Yeah.
on? Oh
There
man,
he
what,
goes.
Andy,
Yeah, trust
let's
me.
just all get
It's
out
a
the
stag kind of. You know what? I have a stag in the back. I haven't opened.
Come on, Andy, go get it. Go get it.
I guess I could go get it.
Go get it, Andy.
Well, what the hell? We're
What is the
amongst friends. All right, let me go
What
get
batch is that, Mike?
That's the 131.1.
Have you seen
Yeah,
the
he's got
16
the
yet? Is it?
Same one
where-
me and-
Yeah, it just hit here.
Batch
Maryland.
15.
Batch 15. 16
Yeah,
is
that's
is
the winter release of 2021.
I'm telling you, 16 to me is more oaky.
Winter 2020.
A little bit
sorry.
less of the cherry, but it's fantastic. I mean, it's just the problem is I've gone to 3 places, Mike, and it's like it's hole in the wall liquor stores that have it for $300. I mean, you kidding me?
Yeah.
$300.
Be like, you just want me to never come back here and buy.
I will
anything
never go
from
back
you.
to those places.
Yeah.
Never go back to them. It's ridiculous, and that's the thing. It's like they'll never sell those whiskeys.
Right.
And it's a great whiskey for like $100. It's an amazing whiskey for $100.
They only need to find one sucker, right?
That's true. That's true. That is
And
true.
they'll find it. And they'll find it. Me and Mike's talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, here's
go in there.
Stag Junior, $4.99.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
And it's
How much is the Stag? The George T beside of it?
Oh,
1,000.
Yeah. What the hell?
I mean, this place was out of their mind. They had Dickel Bond for $148. I took a bunch of pictures there because this place was out of their mind.
Where was
And
that?
then-
That was the price of the
Get it
Stag
for
Junior at like the store that I went to.
Yeah,
I'm
and then, like, what was it?
It's not that good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not. It's not.
But Robot Scott, when
1792 foolproof, $4.99.
What?
Yeah,
I paid $75 for it.
I paid $49 for it. I was like, this place. I was like, I laughed. I'm just like, I hope he comes over and says something because I'm like, click, 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 click.
Unbelievable.
ShadyLiquorStores.com.
So Robot Scott, when you come
Listen
to
to
Austin,
Groovy.
how
Hey,
much
Phil.
would one of those bottles of Stag Junior cost me?
Those are old batches, so not
Come on,
$4.99, but
I wish I was joking, but I'm asking seriously. How much?
That's why I realized this is batch 10.
Let me
that I have
know.
right here.
Yeah, I don't sell anything, so I'll trade you something or something. Like I don't
trade, man.
I don't
I'm a broke white guy in
I know,
Texas.
but I don't want to be the secondary market. I don't like to.
Yeah, there you go. I agree with that.
I will.
Okay,
we,
I'll give you a.
I'll bring. If I have anything open, I'll bring you samples.
Let me ask you this: how much could I gotten for this? If I put it on whatever site, what could I got for 16?
200.
250 easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That I'm drinking that. The hell with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
No kidding.
Now
I'm drinking.
I have to get something to show you guys because.
But I've never paid over $69 for it. But it's just
All right.
taken off.
I'll pay. My max is 120.
Well, hold on though. Oak Carter cost me $190 for the batch 7 rye, and that's the best rye I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
Mike, we'll have Sherry and Mark Carter next Tuesday on a live stream. So Check
All
that
I'm
out.
saying is, Robot Scott, Stag Jr.
Todd.
changed how I
Todd.
see
Yes, sir.
everything.
What's
so
up?
I legit.
Well,
I'm not saying you're secondary. I will pay to get some more of that.
You know
I'm
what's
not paying $500.
you know what is so much easier to find than Stag Junior is just as good as Stag Junior is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Yeah.
Like there's
like one.
Well, it depends on which one you get.
I'll argue the find, but I agree with you on the flavor.
Yeah.
But so
That
I say this
the
all
larceny barrel proof.
I say this all the
I
time.
think
on
kind of like
Wi-Fi.
when I drank my first BCS, like it will always be my favorite because that was what opened me up to the barrel aged stouts.
Yeah.
And Stag Junior will have whether it's whatever batch it is, there's going to be a nostalgic effect for me of what opened me up into the entire world of what that is. And
yeah,
I will say what you pay for a bottle isn't always just about the juice in the bottle.
yeah. Right now,
Everything
paying
goes into
$120 for Stag is about the hype because
That's
it should be a $70 bottle at
Yeah, if it
most.
was just the juice, I would say it should be the same price as the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
God, I've been to 2 places in the ghetto of Baltimore that wanted $300 for.
Well, but that's you know
I
what,
call
but
them out now. I go into those stores and I
What the
will
hell?
tell them like,
You're
"Are you
crazy.
serious?"
Yeah,
You're
well,
crazy.
make sure you ask for the owner or the manager because I've chewed out the poor clerks before and then felt bad about it. I'd be like, I just work here.
I don't know who it is, but listen, it's 300. I've gone to $250 and $300. I had my hands on the Stag Junior. This place had it for 110. I took it for 110. That's still above what it should be.
Sure. I'd do
Right?
it all day.
I mean, I've even offered stores. I'm like, we can open it right here. Just give me a better price. I'm not going to flip it. I'm going to drink it.
Yeah,
and
good for you.
I'm just saying, I love
Hey,
Stag
Todd,
Junior. That was
Andy,
my
you know,
first
let me
actual
ask you-
review
let me ask you
of
something.
a whiskey, and I would. I'm not saying I'd kill for it, but I would pay a hefty price if it was the same outcome and
I
flavor.
would too. I mean, yeah, it is. It's actually just Andy, you gave him what? Did you give him?
I gave him the batch 12, which was a good pour of the
good,
Stag.
really
It was-
good.
and it was. I mean, I have a problem with the secondary too. With sometimes going in there and you talk to some of the owners about these things. Now I did say, now Daniel, I welcome, man. It's good to see you. So for those of you who don't know Whiskey Throttle, again, these guys know the stuff. Mike and Whiskey
Cheers,
Throttle,
brother.
they're gurus. So
Got like a wall of whiskey behind him as well.
now I hear your
Canada, right?
collection there is quite impressive as well.
Canada.
Looking behind you, look at that.
I don't have any Stag Junior, but I want to finish this bottle of 23-year-old.
Chug it. Chug it.
Whoa.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh,
that's a lot of whiskey.
23-year-old
JP
whiskey, 64.3% alcohol.
There you
Wow.
go. Come on, Andy.
I couldn't finish it from the bottle.
There you go. There you go.
Let's go, Daniel.
That's a Jimmy move right there.
Live whiskey
wow.
at its best
Oh,
right there.
it's groovy.
Wow,
Yeah,
there's
you're
a
on
lot
fire,
here.
groovy.
Folks. Goodness
Groovy.
gracious.
We got a new recruit right there, buddy.
We got a new recruit.
We got
That
a new recruit.
is impressive.
Go get a shirt.
There's a
Let's
little,
go,
there's a little
Daniel.
whiskey burn right there.
Wow.
Hey,
Hey, Tom, Andy, I got to ask you out of beer real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I threw it in the chat earlier, but we were really busy. The Moosehead Rattler.
Oh,
Have you all had that?
no.
We've had Rattlers before. I
Rat-
don't think
yeah.
we've
Not from
had
Moosehead.
the Moosehead one before.
No.
Oh
We've-
my gosh, it might be one of the best I've ever had.
I think we only sell that down in the States. We wouldn't drink that. Mooseheads.
That's true. That's right. He's in Canada, by the way, so he would know that. How you doing, Whiskey Throttle? It's good to see you, brother.
Danny, where are you in Canada, by the way?
I am in the Texas of the North, Alberta.
Alberta.
Oh, all right,
There you
Alberta.
go.
I feel like we've had this discussion before.
We have, I think. I think we have. Andy, I have to give away
Not
Stag
live, not live. And you know me, I have to ask anyone who's from Canada, just on the rare case that they're from
Andy,
Winnipeg.
we've got to give away the Stag Junior.
To get there, you have to get a sled, a dog sled, and just have a good time. That's how you get there. So
I'm
anyone
not sure
going
if he's
in
really from Canada because he hasn't said hoser yet.
I'm just saying, if you have to have a dog sled, that's how you get there. So
Look at the wheel. Wow.
The wheel is
All right, the wheel is live. All right, Todd, before you spin it,
Yes.
all right,
Yes.
Marty and Mike and Daniel, I got to ask you guys. Scotty, you might know this too. Have you seen this? And I'm going to pull out a bottle that I'm going to cross my fingers, think is not in your collection. I know you guys have got a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Do you have this particular bourbon? A lot of hype, a lot of rage, and I hear it's fantastic. I haven't opened it yet. Only available at a golf course. Yes.
Oh.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's Peyton Manning's bourbon.
There it is.
This is
Dickel 13.
That's
Dickel 13.
Peyton and Roger Federer's bourbon, and you get that at the golf course at Sweetens Cove.
But
A
who
buddy
made it
lives
for
in Tennessee and actually was able to secure this bottle for me.
How
I
much?
saw it on the secondary, and I was blown away. I was like,
But
crap,
is it
I should flip
sourced?
that.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah,
Go
it
ahead,
is.
Mike.
It
How
is.
much was it, Andy?
It's MSRP is $200. That's what I got it for. You get at the but I saw it online going. Someone had it on its site for $1,400.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's which is nuts.
If
I
anybody
would never,
wants-
obviously, wouldn't, and I don't want to flip it. I want to drink it, but I mean, I've never. You have to pretty much be in Tennessee to get it, which
That's well.
No, we have it on all the shelves here. It just doesn't
Yeah,
go.
he's
because
in
it's
Colorado.
$250. Yeah, it's
Really?
Is that Peyton Manning?
Yes,
Peyton Manning,
yes.
Roger
Oh,
Federer.
yeah, sports ball.
Yeah,
Cool.
go. Hey guys, if you want to see a review, heads up with Peyton Manning about that, and Cooper Manning, his brother, that's part of the partnership on that. Is go to Fred Minnick's page.
Okay.
And Fred sat down with Cooper and Peyton about it.
Well, Andy, can we sit
Basically-
down with Peyton Manning and do that?
I'd love
Does
to.
it have a
He's gonna
good,
be on
does it have a
Whiskey
good
Nose.
head on
I'm
it?
sure
Does it have a
I'll acquire
big
next
forehead on it?
Sunday.
That's about all I know about Peyton Manning. He's got
I'm
a
sure
big
you come on our
forehead. That's
channel.
about all I know.
I mean, you know, have you cracked that bottle, Andy?
I haven't opened it yet. I was going to review it with Todd.
Y'all
because
do that. Y'all do that, and we'll talk about it later. Let's
Have
just
you
do
had
that.
Have you had it, Marty?
Yeah, I've had it. Yeah, y'all do that, and let's talk about it later.
Oh, wait a minute. What you got? A High West right there. Hold on. What does it see, Daniel?
Yeah, man.
Ooh,
21.
21.
Whoa. Dang.
So, unfortunately, y'all are talking about a bunch of whiskeys that I will never be able to purchase.
All right.
But
So
it's not
in
a
the
problem.
private chat for Todd and Andy is the link for the stream
All right.
yard, so don't close it.
Yep.
Um,
we'll
we're
gonna
gonna
be
go.
over in a few.
I'm
Groovy-
good, guys. I can bail out.
but
No, we're gonna go to
No,
Groovy.
He's going
I
to go start
promise
the
you,
after
I am
party.
not going to start until y'all end.
All right, guys. We're going to Groovy's channel. Which, by the way,
we're going to
the
do a
Heat King-
210 raid and a few Groovy, but we
Yes,
love you,
2
brother.
minutes.
Thank you.
All right, here we
I
go.
will see y'all in a little bit.
Cheers,
All right,
brother.
man.
Guys.
Cheers.
Guys, thanks everybody for subbing tonight.
That's awesome.
and guys, if you've not subbed to Livewire Whiskey, Mike Stahl's
Yes.
channel.
Yes. Can somebody throw his
Link-
channel in the
yeah.
chat real quick?
Yeah, guys, it's
Marty.
it's an open-
You're a mod, aren't you?
Yeah, I can do that.
Can you
I'll
throw
do
it
it right now.
Perfect. Beautiful. Let's
Night,
get
Phil.
let's get-
Night. Yeah, Chatty like Peyton's still huge in Denver.
All right, we're gonna do
I
the Stag
All right,
giveaway.
go ahead, do the wheel. I know you. We got to do a giveaway.
Bring it
People
back
can
up. Let's
see
do it.
who are okay. Let's bring this back up.
Can you
Let's
bring
see
it
who
up?
wins. So
God, I
you're gonna
can't
walk
see it.
out tonight with Stag, Baker,
Taylor.
Single Barrel, Lone Whisker, very
Lone
old
Whisker.
Barton, Taylor, and what was the
Def
other one? I
Leppard
drank?
Pale Ale. Def Leppard
And
Pale
Def
Ale.
Leppard Pale Ale. Yeah.
Def Leppard
So,
Pale Ale. All right,
that's
here we
awesome.
go.
So
Let me
good, Todd,
mix it.
roll
Let me shuffle it a little bit here, Andy. All right, here we go, guys. All right, good luck to everybody. And here we go.
See who tonight's big winner is.
I can't even see that.
Yeah, my eyes are getting bad as I get old. Winner is that Neighbor Girl?
It's Phil.
Phil.
Yeah, he just said good night, so now we have to give it to somebody else.
Unbelievable.
He
Phil
just
won
left.
again.
So,
Phil from Everything
Yeah,
Spicy.
congrats, Phil. That's awesome.
God dang
Out of way,
it. Well
Phil.
done,
You
Phil.
left.
Good job, Phil. He left. We give it to somebody else now. Phil wins.
no, that's awesome.
Guys, thanks for the subs, man. I'm yeah, it's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
So
Nice.
look, I guess Mike and Daniel, Marty and Scotty, since the whole Sweetens
Norway.
didn't impress, have you guys had the Lone Whisker? Have you guys heard of this one?
No,
No.
I've not. No.
Is it,
so
it's a
there's-
bourbon and a stack.
So the
Is it sourced?
bourbon in a burlap sack, the
have no idea.
$200 bourbon that's in a burlap sack. that
That's the
comes
one
with it.
Todd. That's the one Todd was trying to guess, right?
Yes,
So
I will. I
yeah.
guessed it.
And
I
told
guess.
Yeah,
Todd-
that's what he was
I
trying
told
to guess.
Todd to go with the rye.
Hey,
How much,
maybe
how much did
Maybe-
you get the bullet in a bag for?
There you go.
The bullet in the bag.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
Phil's back. Phil said, "Thank you, guys."
All right,
Yeah.
Phil. Yeah, you're,
Oh, we
you're
didn't
gonna need a
see
bunch
that,
of
though.
whiskeys,
We should
brother,
resend.
and Def Leppard Pale Ale, man.
Yeah,
We'll
that
get
actually
you a
that's
Stag Junior 16.
how cool is that Lep can too, by the way, the beer can.
Hey Scott,
That-
when
that's
when
awesome.
we let's meet
That's
this
an
week, and I'll give you a
awesome
little pour of
logo,
this,
Andy.
brother. Are you gonna get it? You're gonna get this? You're probably getting this, aren't you?
I have
I'll be thinking of you
I
tomorrow.
can't hear you,
Phil.
Scott.
Scott muted.
Scott's muted.
No, I don't know why I'm muted, but I have hunted and it's gone in Maryland. I'm pretty sure. So at least for what I'm going to pay for it. So
Well,
I don't
hey,
see
I'll
me
give-
getting. I don't see
Well,
me
I'll
getting a
give you a
batch.
4. Well, let's exchange our whiskeys because you have a lot of mine, I have a lot of yours.
Oh, we got a little tour here from. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Let's look at Daniel's stats here. There's.
Oh, look at this.
Go,
He's showing
gold
off, too.
label 23.
Some knob.
I can't see it, Daniel.
So, someone's playing video games in the background too. I like
It's
that.
my cell phone.
Oh, okay.
Old 12s. I got the
Elro,
other.
Elijah Craig's. Look at he got stash.
Old
going back.
Elijah Craig barrel proofs. Bottle of
Old
those.
Elijah.
Those I'd love to
Wow.
have.
If somebody could put in the chat Groovy stream, we're gonna go over to Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic, the spicy
roll, man.
king.
Let's roll.
Let's go over there and raid over there. It's 11:30, Andy.
What number is are you opening there?
There's a Masters collection.
Oh, whoa, there you go.
There
I've
it
got,
is.
well, 16. That's all I have. I'm a newbie. What
That's
do you
a
have?
killer bottle, man. 132.5. That's a
What
great
is that
bottle.
one, guys?
Yep.
You know what that one is?
Did you guys already say what your favorite junior
What's
was?
this
I don't even know. Andy, what's your favorite junior? I've only had 2.
That's 130.2.
And this is 130.
Ah,
Oh, wow, 0.0.
holy moly! Look at this.
What's
Is
the
that
matter?
the, which one is
Is that
that?
good? Is
The
that good?
132 is old. That's batch 6. That's an old stag.
I'm like
Yeah.
up here in Canada. I don't know. Is this good? Is this
That's
good?
Yeah,
an
it's
old
good.
one.
It's
Yeah, man.
great.
Yeah.
Very good.
How about this? Teach me about this. I can get
That's,
out of
a,
here.
that's batch
I think Mike
14
Stahl is
summer.
looking
What
for
about this?
some
What
whiskey
about
behind
this
him.
Booker's?
Yep.
Which one is
White
that?
box.
It's before they dated it. It's
Yep.
pre. What is it?
That's 2018, isn't it?
Oh,
No,
by the
it's
way,
earlier
Marty,
than-
I've been meaning. Do we need to have a sip of the tag along together, dude? Because
Yeah,
that was
bud.
That's right.
Yeah, let's
That's
do it,
good
man.
stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
I'm not
Wow,
paying $120 for
Daniel, you got a
Booker's.
heck of a stash right there, man.
Yeah.
That's an impressive collection. Not gonna lie to you.
Beautiful.
Does he have
All
a
right.
channel?
I do have a channel, but I haven't done it in
Right.
probably 6 months or something. Still there under the name Whiskey Throttle or Whiskey.
Well,
Throttle.
check out Marty from Whiskey Nose because and Mike Stahl. They both have really good channels. Check them out and let's get some subscribers there. There you go.
Yeah, man, I'm 4 away from 400.
Come on, guys, let's get them at
More
400.
ways. Subscribe to Marty's channel.
Come on, where's Marty's?
Get Marty to.
Where's Marty's thing here?
All right, Marty.
Let's go- so put
Marty, put your own channel in the chat, will you please?
Mike, will you do it? Or
I can't.
See,
I don't have-
Daniel, you
I'm
get
not-
Oh, I
love
gotta
right
get
there
Mike.
too.
Hold on,
The
Mike.
best
I'll give
part
you-
is a personable dude, and
Hold on, Mike. Post something, Mike, and I'll make you a moderator.
that's good stuff. See, the Canadians are always nice people, Daniel. That's what I was saying. See, they're
That's
just
right.
good people.
Oh,
They're
Andy, you
friends.
love Canadians, don't you?
And what can I say? The Expos are my favorite baseball team. The Jets are my favorite hockey team. There's a
How is
reason,
that
right?
possible? That's what I want to know.
And that Daniel was going to fight me with brass knuckles.
Oh, that's funny. That's
That's
funny.
hilarious.
We use
right, Mike.
knuckles up here made out of icicles. So let's go.
As a mod.
So-
We just leave our hockey gloves on.
Hey, hockey
Thank you,
season's
guys.
coming. I can't wait.
Where-
Hockey season's coming.
Where's Marty's YouTube channel?
Mike, put your
Mike,
put something in the chat, and I'll
what
make
happened
you
to
a
Marty? Did he
mod.
just bounce by accident?
I did put something in. I did live wire whiskey. Is what
Okay.
it is right now.
Oh,
Here's
We'll find
Whiskey Nose right there.
oh,
So
I
you
got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay, good.
Add as mod. So you should be a mod now. You can put Marty's channel in there.
Yeah, there he is.
All
He
right, we're gonna
dropped
head
off.
over to
There we go.
Groovies.
We're gonna. Yep. So
Everybody,
well, look,
yeah,
now,
there-
we'll whip around the horn real fast here. Daniel, thanks for joining us, my
yeah,
friend.
it's
We
good to see you
appreciate
again,
it.
brother.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I appreciate coming in, boys.
Hey, come on anytime, man. It's always
Every
a
Tuesday
pleasure.
night,
Thanks.
brother.
I feel a little underdressed today.
No,
No,
hey,
you
well,
look at that.
Sherry and Mark Carter from Old
Look,
Carter.
$1 million
next week.
bucks. Cheers, Daniel.
great stream, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome job.
Hey, Marty. It's back
Yeah.
on Todd. I didn't want that. Marty, we appreciate you, brother. We're going to go to Groovies for the after party.
Everybody
Hopefully we'll
subscribe
be there
to
if you wanna
Marty.
Stop over. Maybe we'll have a sip of that
Live our
tag
whiskey
together.
too, guys. Live our whiskey. Hit it.
There you go.
All right, buddy.
Where's
We
Mike at?
appreciate
Mike
you.
Stahl.
We'll see you. Where's Mike? Well,
Not
how do you
me.
keep getting on Todd?
I don't know.
This is
It's,
part of the
it's
show I
beautiful.
don't
It's
like.
really
Hold on.
beautiful. But there you go, Mike.
Much
There
better.
he
There's
is.
an improvement, Mike. What's going on? Thanks, Ben. We appreciate
Live
you
wire
coming on.
whiskey.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thanks
brother.
for letting me have
What
come on,
you
guys.
got coming up? Anything good?
So I lost our blind flight challenge on Sunday.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hold on! Andy, put me up. Andy, put me up. Andy, put me up.
Okay, hold on. All right, go ahead.
I destroyed that challenge. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
Wasn't Andy supposed to do it this week?
Yeah, he was.
Scott, thanks for coming on. We're gonna mute him for a second. So we're gonna
Mike, peanut butter sandwiches as much as you can beforehand, brother.
Okay.
I did the version 1.0 and I hated it. It was hot as could be. So enjoy 2.0, which is supposed to be double hot. So.
I did last year. This
is double hot. It's much more hot. Super hot.
Enjoy.
When is that going to be?
That's
Mike?
Tomorrow night after Mash and Drum. So
all right, very good. All right, I'm going to watch that.
Coach your stomach, my friend. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I'm getting some Pepto just to be ready.
Cheers, brother. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Come on, man.
All right.
Appreciate you. And then there was Scotty Too Hot.
Andy, you didn't do the intro to Scott.
I didn't pull it over. I have to pull. So I'm still. We're still working on this. It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
Like Scott's amazing beard. Scott, tell us what's going on. Anything fun?
He's trying to find the Stag Junior.
Yeah, I've been hunting for Stag. I was hunting for Stag Junior and Carter. I found the Carter.
And did you see what he got? He got the old Carter. What batch? What?
10.
Bourbon 10, ain't he?
So I have 10, 6, and 9.
We have 3 for next week. Do we need 4?
We do. I had the single barrel batch. Was it 30? The barrel 33.
Thanks to you, Scott. Anyone bought it?
Oh, you paid him that crazy amount?
No, he took what you warmed him up. You greased the wheels.
It was like $5. I was like,
no, he took 20. So when I went in there, I was like, dude, I'm not paying that. And he goes, I'll take $20. So I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll do it. So fix up. I was like,
yeah, this place I went to wanted $252, and I was like, what if I pay cash? And
there you go.
He's like, he's like, I'll knock $25 off. I was like, sold.
Yeah. Hey, Old Carter Rye Batch 7. This is my favorite rye of all time.
Well, next week, Old Carter Beyond. I'm sure you'll want to see that, Scotty. So you got to join in and say hi.
You have the rye, you have the single barrel,
and the American
whiskey.
What do you have? You have the bourbon.
I have bourbon batch 9, 6, and 10.
Oh, Andy, we could trade with them.
All right.
Yeah.
Live Wire, thanks, man. We appreciate you guys. We're gonna head over to Groovies for
Scott, I'll talk. We got to get together.
We'll get in touch with you for next week.
This week,
because it's gonna be fun having them on. So
yeah, look forward to it. I've caught a couple of little things before, but
they're fun.
They seem that'll
be a good time.
People.
All right, brother.
All right, we'll see you over at Groovies, buddy.
All right,
cool. See you.
See you.
Todd. Andy, fun. Episode 1 done.
Episode 1 in the books.
Thank you all in the chat for hanging out with us.
We appreciate it. Thanks you guys for stuck with us. We're going to head over to Groovies. Let's play it one more time to roll us out. That was fun.
Let's go. Cheers, everybody.
Rock on. Rock
on. Are you ready? What?